Susie?
Hi.
Neil.
Brittany.
Pleasure.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, so Huddleston is in for to who
So the
through.
camera
So
kidhar
we
hai?
just had a last minute change.
Are you coming here? Oh.
And Peterson's and actually
Yeah.
Three changes. Aisha, Arab out. Lashra, Natalia, and Alia.
amazing. Yeah, so who row?
What about Amelia Carey's foot, please?
Yeah,
Sorry?
she's out now. So
She's out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
with
Anna
one.
Peterson.
With
So
this?
Anna Peterson was out.
We'll just
but
do
she's
it.
come back
Once
in.
they're done
Maddie
with their
Green
Yeah,
is
exactly, yeah.
technically coming for Amelia Kerr. Yeah.
And what's
We have made three changes.
Three changes.
Aisha, and Arab out. Lashra, Natalia, and Alia.
Yep.
So we'll do this toss just like the way we do it, and then once the introduction is done, we'll have a quick chat with both of you on the changes and the plan for the game. Yeah, perfect. Anisa, आपका full name बताना?
Mohammad Anis.
Mohammad Anis.
Is the same coin?
Good morning and welcome to the second T20 at the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. The game between Pakistan women and New Zealand women. This is a brilliant sunny day, and we have the toss ready. We have Mohammad Anis, the match referee, and both the captains, Bisma Maroof and Susie Bates, all in readiness. Bisma Maroof with the coin.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call, and tails it is. Susie Bates, congratulations on the toss. What have you decided?
I thought I was really pleased with how we batted the other day, and looks like a good wicket, and hopefully can put a good total on the board.
New wicket today that you're going to play on.
I think yesterday, if we can get that again, it showed Pakistan got to 130 and got pretty close. So I think we need about 140, 150 would be what I'm looking for as captain. But any we get, I hope that our bowlers come out and Holly can come in. Maddie Green had come in for Anna Peterson, but last minute change, and Amelia Kerr is going to.
Bisma Maroof, the captain of the Pakistan team with us. Bisma, if you had won the toss, what would you have done?
Because we have been doing well with the ball, so we are sticking with the same plan.
And any changes in the side today?
Natalia is in.
Right. All the best for this game, and hope to see you on the winning side today.
Thank you.
So the news from the center is
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
Welcome to the world of Touchwood, where we realize the dreams of our customers. Touchwood, where imagination is made a reality.
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
इससे आपने हिंदी में बात किया?
नहीं, इंग्लिश में. This will prove the captain of the Pakistan team with us. Bisma, if you had won the toss, what would you have done?
Because we have been doing well with the ball, so we are sticking with the same plan.
And any changes in the side today?
Natalia is in.
Right. All the best for this game, and hope to see you on the winning side today. So the news from the center is.
But any we get, I hope that our bowlers can come out and Holly can come in. Maddie Green had come in for Anna Peterson, but last minute change and Amelia Kerr's gonna.
This will prove the captain of the Pakistan team with us. Bisma. Diana Beg को हाँ looks like because वो 15 में भी नहीं है. आज एरम बाहर है. आयशा तो खैर थी. अनम को भी बिठा दिया. कल गंदी बॉलिंग करी ना उसने. लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर जो थी छोटी सी.
हाँ, so ये तीनों को दिया है. आलिया वापस आ गई, नशरा और नतालिया.
Natalia's first game.
Thank you, Shaju.
Welcome to the world of Touchwood, where we realize the dreams of our customers. Touchwood, where imagination is made a reality.
They're giving the cap to Natalia. Yes. Debut.
These are the small things that really matter.
Absolutely.
कोई भी team हो, फिर these are the things that really matter.
Absolutely.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Natalia's debut, she's not paid anything.
Yeah.
अच्छा और ये confused बेचारी है ये
कौन?
Natalia because she's from Azad Jammu and Kashmir.
Oh, इंडियन है कि पाकिस्तानी?
Exactly.
I think she's still trying to find. उसको बोल इधर आ जा यार, ब्लू जर्सी हम दे देंगे तेरे
नहीं तो क्या?
को। छोड़ दे इसका, क्या करना है?
इधर तेरा करियर भी नहीं है कुछ कुछ नहीं होना तेरा.
वही.
Lahore, Punjab. This is her T20 debut.
This is?
She's played 14 ODIs before this
Hmm.
and T20 debut.
कितने ऑर्गेनाइज लगते हैं ये.
I know exactly.
They were looking like a mess.
वो बीच में अंकल बैठा था पेट निकाल के कौन था?
वो मैनेजर है शायद, वो आंसर को पूछना था बस. है कौन सा?
Exactly. Like seriously.
हाँ, आंसर will have a little own take to it. तो.
So short. Adnan sir से किस दिन during whatever breaks time we get, we should talk about one of his favorite snake bowler from the ICC senior team.
Snake bowler.
Snake bowler. वो आता था ऐसे ऐसे चल के आता था और वो एफर्ट बेचारा पूरी डालता था. ठीक है. बट बॉल है ना ऐसा नहीं कि आप 3 बार बल्ला घुमा दो, play your shot in your mind thrice, and then the ball will come. And then the ball will come, and then also you'll have enough time to change whatever you were thinking to do something different and hit the shot. But उसको विकेट मिलती थी because of that, because his express flow. And उसको बैटिंग करने का बड़ा वो था. Like no technique, nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing. But उसको बैटिंग करनी होती थी. नेट से भी पहले आके बैट करके खड़ा हो जाएगा ये वो. बैटिंग कैसा करता था? I won't spoil the pleasure of watching Adnan Bhai do it.
We'll do it after the match. We'll go down. We'll talk to him.
कैसे करता ना वो, it is hilarious. Like जब भी वो करता ना, like all in splits. Someone down there doesn't like the way I can't. Exactly, catching वो करवा रही है. The ball just landed next to her. The Vedas यहाँ पर कर रही है वो, उसको वो catch दे रही है Natalia, I guess. एक फिर से
Good morning and a very warm welcome to you, to all our viewers from around the globe, from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We're in the second T20 between New Zealand women and Pakistan women. Just a report from the toss. New Zealand has won the toss this morning, elected to bat first, and a couple of changes in both the sides. Aisha Zafar, Inam Javed and Anam Amin get a rest day. Natalia Pervez, Nasha Sandhu and Alia Riaz come back into the side for Pakistan. Natalia Pervez, I think this is her first debut game, a debutant. We saw earlier, just a couple of minutes back before the game could kick off, there was a cap ceremony for Natalia Pervez. So a big game here for her, first game. So she will be all excited. And from the New Zealand side, there are Hannah Rove, Amelia Kerr and Leah Tehuhu rested as well. And with me in the comm box today is Neil. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Charvi. It looks like a fantastic day to play cricket. And rightly so, the kind of day that it is when we were down in the centre during the toss, it felt like it's nice, hot, and something that would may make the New Zealanders feel that they're out for a sunbath.
Yes, it was not nice hot. I don't think I was there out there in the middle with you. I think it was pretty hot today. The sun is shining nice and bright, and the pitch looks good as well. We did go down for a bit of a pitch review, and I think it's a flat pitch today. A good batting wicket. Overnight dew. We've seen that in the previous wickets as well. Something that will make a difference probably just for the first hour or so. But we know there are two experienced batsmen for New Zealand out there, Sophie Devine and Susie Bates, the skipper. So, well, big news, I'm sure they're looking at a very good total. Neil did have a chat with Susie Bates at the toss.
Well, absolutely. And she said that the intention was to go out, put a target, and that's worked for them in the previous game. But they do not want to succumb to the Pakistani bowling pressure like in the last game. They want to post a good score of 150, 160. And likewise, Bisma Maroof, on the other hand, said that if they had won the toss, they would have wanted to bowl first. So they love chasing these girls, and for that to happen, they will have to ensure that they keep New Zealand in check and then come out and show some power of the bat.
There are different strategies that come in that work with different combinations, or depending on what kind of a side that you have. The next delivery, oh, that's a good single. Very good single. Stepped out. She took a couple of steps in the front just to angle the ball towards the fielder at coming in from point. So the one run as well. So it takes the total to 2 now. A good over to start off with Ayman Anwar. Neil, it depends on the strategy. Some teams feel that, it's better that we take the pressure off, we finish the batting first, we put the total up there and then we'll control it with the bowling. So New Zealand as well, for them, I think it works that way, that they would like to bat first, have the total on the the runs on the board. They've got a very strong top order batting lineup, and they want to make use of that completely. Or the next delivery, good delivery coming in to the right-hander. Ayman Anwar, Neil, has been a complete surprise package.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she took the New Zealand batters by surprise, got rid of Susie Bates yesterday for a duck, and she would want to repeat her performance from yesterday and do something really similar for her team. Coming in with the last delivery, given away just 2 runs in this over so far, but here tried to play it in that gap. Will be happy with a single here, Sophie Devine, and 3 for no loss after the end of the first over. Let's come on cricket for now. Yeah. Better.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So it's going to be Sana Mir to take the bowling charge from the pavilion end. She did the same thing yesterday, and the first ball, this will meet the boundary line. The fielders, in fact, the New Zealand teams that are sitting outside the boundary line, straight up for a 6. That's stepping out, welcoming Sana Mir. Sophie Devine has a nice way to greet spinners, I see.
Yeah, she doesn't let that go. And I think those are the glorious shots that she plays. Just came under the delivery there and put it out towards the long on region. And what a good shot that was. And I think, Neil, if we look at the shot, a similar one that she hit yesterday in the first T20, I think that was a shot of the game. And I think this one is going to be the shot of the game yet again. She is looking good. She would want to. She got out in her 40s yesterday, and I think today she wants to make a mark and ensure that she reaches that 50 mark. And we see a bit of a shine there on the strip, on the pitch. You can see a bit of a glare. I think that's a very good glare, showing how good the wicket has been made today, how nicely it has been rolled out.
Well, absolutely. It's a fresh wicket. Neither the ODIs nor the T20s have been played on this one, and because of which a lot of work would have gone, and the pitch would have got to breathe a lot, and thus has come out as a true wicket that we will definitely get to see and when the runs come in. But so far, after the first ball, which went for a 6, Sana Mir has really come back strongly. 3 dot balls, and that to the informed Sophie Devine. I mean, she is a terror when she comes to bat, and she's been in sublime form in this series here.
Yeah, she's been in great form with a century, with a half century, and her regular next one stepping out. And she will sprint to the non-strikers, and she makes the fielder think twice before even picking up the ball and throwing it back. That's how quickly she runs between the wickets, and always looking for that single. Neil, I love how she puts up the pressure on the fielders, running, sprinting, making the fielder think twice. Usually the fielders, it's just pick up the ball and just throw it back, but she gets that doubt, the element of doubt. Oh, should I pick it up or not? Will I be able to pick it up or not? That's the doubt she creates in the mind of the fielder.
Well, absolutely well said, Chari. Only 7 runs coming off this over of Sana Mir, including a big 6 on the first delivery. 10 for no loss at the end of 2 overs.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Ayman Anwar to continue from the far end. The next delivery, that was gone up, was in the air for a while. I think there was a bit of a dumb ball as well, and a quick single taken up from Sophie Devine. So she will put Susie Bates on strike. 11 now for New Zealand. 2 overs have gone. They will be looking for a firing start, just how they did yesterday. The run rate kept ticking. There was a drop catch actually. The ball did go straight to the bowler's hand. Missing out on that one on that occasion. Good delivery from Ayman Anwar. She's bowling those tighter lines. She's really made a point here, Neil, since her inclusion in the 11, that she's no ordinary bowler. She knows how to restrict those runs. Let's hope that she doesn't have to bowl the 4 overs on the trot, so she'll be able to keep her figures intact.
Well, absolutely. Yesterday, that is something that we were discussing, that bowling a fast bowler 4 overs on the trot is putting a lot of pressure on them, physically. Mentally, yes, but physically, definitely yes. And when someone has been doing really well, and the spinners also on the other end were supporting well, there was no need for Ayman Anwar to be bowled out in the first spell itself. Bowling 4 overs on the trot, and in this hot conditions, well, definitely not an intelligent move. But, well, I mean, every captain has their own plans, their own strategy. She probably didn't want to keep Ayman Anwar for later and wanted to put pressure and keep putting pressure from one end constantly. Well, I hope the strategy changes, at least some load off those young shoulders.
Yes, the next one, a good shot from Susie Bates. It will be a couple of bounces over the fence. That'll be a 4 of the first boundary for the skipper, coming in just the right time. And a good shot there. The ball was going down the leg. She waited for it. All she had to do was angle it, scooping it over the keeper's head, and there was no fine leg fielder. The fine leg was a bit short, and a very good shot there by Susie Bates. Nonetheless, they will take it. Will welcome arms New Zealand, taking their score on to 15 now. This is going to be interesting what Ayman Anwar has to do as in terms of a comeback. She's got 2 more deliveries in this over to go, and a much better delivery, but that's put in the gap. That will go a distance, and they will get a couple of runs, and they come back for 2. Neil, we have seen fantastic displays in all areas of cricket from both the sides. It hasn't been that the one side who's done one thing very particularly well. Both the sides have really changed their strategies in the course. They've come back with different plans. And it's interesting to see at this level how competitive they're trying to make the game.
Well, absolutely. Look at it from this perspective that they are international players. And for them to perform at the highest level, it is a must. And we will come back after a quick little break. It's 17 for no loss after the end of 3 overs.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Sanamir continues from the pavilion end. The first ball has been played towards the mid-wicket region. A chase for the square leg fielder who's standing inside the 30-yard circle. Will fetch a couple of runs here for Sophie Devine, who's playing on 12 of 12. Susie Bates 7 on 7. And this is a restricted start as far as New Zealand is concerned. They are known to use the conditions and the benefits that they get of a power play, and they play over the infield. Now this one has been chipped away, but will get nothing more than 2 runs. Shy of the wickets, probably could have been dangerous, risky, but we know these players, they love running between the wickets, and they want to take that challenge up and put the fielders under pressure.
And they're very, being extremely quick between the wickets, it gives that sort of a confidence as well. Turning back for the next one very quickly. They run the first one so hard, there's always an opportunity for a second for them. We're in the 4th over, so 2 more overs to go after this one for the power play, Neil. And like you said, very rightly, it is a bit of a restricted start. They will be looking to... They will be looking to dominate in the next 2 overs to get maximum runs on the board. So the pressure eases off later on. And it was a good shot, this one, from Sophie Devine, but unfortunately going straight to the fielder. They need to find the gaps. But I think a commendable effort to Pakistan as well. They have restricted them, which is a good thing. But we'll only have to see how many runs they are able to fetch in the coming 2 overs.
Well, absolutely. Now this one again played it right at the 2 yards ahead of the long on fielder. Now this is very non-typical of the New Zealand batters. They have been able to pierce the gap. They have been able to utilize the power play and playing it over the infield. This time around, probably much better line and length here from Sanamir, not giving away too much width. And the times when she's given width, the ball has been slower in the air, and because of which it hasn't travelled over the infield. Now a quick field change here for Susie Bates. The long off falls back, and the long on comes inside the 30-yard circle, knowing the love that Susie Bates has to go over the mid-off fielder. But this one has been played towards the 3rd man region. A little chase, 2 runs. It will be to end, for the fifth delivery of the over. So 24 for no loss. Sanamir bowling a tight line in length here, but still has given away 7 runs.
Yeah, she's gone away for a couple of runs in this over, and if you go to see, this is her second over, and she's gone away for 14 runs already. But keeping in mind Sanamir's experience, surely she will, come back strongly in the next overs to come. A good delivery to end the over. That is 4 overs gone. It's 24 for none.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Evan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Ayman Anwar to continue from the far end. She is into her third over now, bowling to Sophie Devine. Good line. Just get the single. Haven't seen too many big shots here in the power play today, Neil, except that 1-6 that gone and a boundary for the players, and there was another boundary here at the fine leg from Susie Bates. This is unlike New Zealand. We're in the fifth over now. Just 2 more overs. I mean, this one and the next one to go for the power play, and we are hoping that we do get to see some fireworks from these 2 batsmen.
Well, yes, but then looks like they have done their homework, the Pakistani bowlers. They know what lines and lengths to bowl. They're not giving width to Sophie Devine. She is someone who will utilize the width if it's on offer. But here they are bowling a little short of the overpitch deliveries that they bowled yesterday, and the ones that they have been bowling through the ODI series, and are not offering any width to her. On the other hand, for Susie Bates, there is width on offer, but they're taking the pace of the delivery. And that is something that has worked for Pakistan women really very well. Stepping out this time and will only get a single. This is a waste of an effort from a batter's perspective. You step out, you take the charge, you are trying to go for the big one, and you end up just getting a single. It's heartbreaking, isn't it, Charvi?
Hey, it is pretty heartbreaking. When you step out, you want to go for it and make sure that it crosses the ropes. That's usually the attitude most batsmen have. But I think Susie Bates here is trying to get Sophie Devine on strike as much as possible. Good delivery from Ayman Anwar. She's bringing those surprise deliveries in. As far as Sophie Devine is concerned, she has really bought those those surprise deliveries in her spell so far. Just 2 runs have come from her over. 26 for none for Ayman Anwar, and she will be bowling to Sophie Devine. Good shot, that will cross the boundary. Good shot, good flick shot. Good use of the wrists there from Sophie Devine, and that will cross the rope. So good 4 coming in, something that I think they were eagerly waiting for.
Well, absolutely, it was a bad ball, and it was rightly punished. A low full toss on your middle and leg. Most of these international players would be delighted to get a ball like that, and that is exactly what Ayman Anwar presented to Sophie Devine. Ayman Anwar has been bowling really well and has just given 16 runs, and this is the end of her third over, the last delivery before she finishes her spell. And she's been really good with her bowling, and we'll talk more about her once we come back. It's end of the fifth over, 30 for none.
So a change in bowling from the pavilion end. It is going to be the left arm Sadia Yusuf, the bowler who creates the chances and picks up the wickets. She is being introduced from the pavilion end for the last over of the power play. We're in the 6th over, and Sadia Yusuf will be bowling to the skipper Susie Bates. And this is going to be very, very interesting here, Neil, on how many runs New Zealand would want to get in this in the final. Stepping out, the first delivery, putting it away straight to the fielder, the debutant Natalia Pervez at mid-on. So a single bringing Sophie Devine on strike, and now the field changes for the big hitter.
Well, absolutely. Natalia Pervez is seen running back towards the long-on fence as the long-off fielder walks in slowly. That's Alia, you on your screens. And she walks in, and Sadia Yusuf has been brought in to create those chances, because the skipper knows that both these batters would want to go for those big ones in this last over of the power play, and Sadia Yusuf has a knack of getting those chances. And here, if she creates an opportunity and gets a wicket, it will be a big blow for New Zealand, because they're just 31 in the 6th over, and that too all 6 overs of power play. They haven't done any firing whatsoever, barring a solitary 6 and a 4. Meanwhile, this one tried to play it in the gap, but will only be happy with a single. This is not happy pickings for New Zealand.
Well, the runs are being restricted, and a good backup there, good fielding effort. Even after the missed chance, the backup was really good from the skipper Bisma Maroof at the extra cover region. So they did restrict them to 1 run. Otherwise, that ball was travelling, Neil. That would have gone for a couple. But Sadia Yusuf has really kept it tight so far. Just 2 runs have come from the over yet. The next one, that's put away in the gap very well from Susie Bates. A bit of a chase there for Nashra Sandhu. The ball is slowing down, but it will slowly and steadily cross the fence. So 4 runs for the skipper, Susie Bates. Brings the score on to 15 now of 13. Sophie Devine is on 21 of 21. And 2 more deliveries to go in this power play. 36 now for no loss. 2 more deliveries, Neil. Is it going to be 2 sixes? Is it going to be 10 runs, a 6 and a 4? Is it going to be 2 4s? So 8 runs.
Well, I'm so sure if you get into the minds of the New Zealand batters, they would be saying maybe 3 sixes with 1 no ball coming in. But this one has started well. It is a 6. A beautiful pull shot over the mid-wicket region. And the umpires raising their hands, both their hands, to indicate a 6. So yes, we have read their minds, and 1 6 has come through. What will happen in the next delivery is something that we need to wait and watch. This is something that they will be happy with. 42 runs coming in. The umpires checking the ball for damage, because it went on to hit the grills straight in at in the mid-wicket region, and the umpires obviously need to look into the delivery into the ball and see if there is no damage onto the surface.
Neil, funny story. The stands have a cementing on the lower for the steps to go up, and much good delivery, a dot delivery to end the over. We will talk about that funny story just after the break. So it's the end of the power play. 6 overs gone. It's 42 for none.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
Power play, and Ayman Anwar to continue, and this is surprising, Neil. We were discussing this before, that Ayman Anwar might get a bit of a break, but she has bowled yet again the four overs actually on the trot. And will she be able to restrict the runs flow? Because yesterday in her fourth over is when she went away for maximum number of runs.
Absolutely, and this is something that we were discussing, talking about the load that you put on your bowlers, especially fast bowlers. They are prone to injuries. They run and they put in like at least 15 to 20 yards of sprint before they come in to deliver. And then when they land, again, there's a lot of pressure that goes onto their legs, their back. They're bending their back for every single delivery that they're bowling at that pace. So when you're putting in so much of effort and pressure to come and bowl at a stretch, 4 overs back to back, and we can see over here some width on offer. The ball is running away, but will slow down just near the boundary line, and will give 3 runs to the New Zealand batters. Again, see, this was just the right shot for the right kind of delivery, but the delivery was not right. There was width on offer, and that is something that we can see that Ayman is getting tired.
Yeah, you can see that very quickly now. If you see the number of runs she's gone away for in her 3.3 overs is 20. So she is going away for runs. So 4 runs have come in 3 deliveries, and then the runs are going to come in this over. The runs are going to come in this over because the batsmen as well, they do realize that they have to take advantage of that. Restricting them to that single, well, it's a good fielding effort coming in from the deep, but it's going to be difficult now. 2 more deliveries to go. New Zealand has very quickly climbed up. And Neil, another thing to notice is the run rate started with 5 runs and over, and now it is 7 runs and over. The run rate has, just like yesterday, they've made sure that the run rate keeps progressing, it keeps ticking.
Well, yes, with the plan of trying to put up a target of 140 to 150, and if they want to do that, they will have to score in excess of 7 runs and over. But so far, only 4 runs coming off the Ayman Anwar over. The last delivery is yet to come. This will be the last delivery of her spell, of her 4-over spell. She has been expensive as compared to yesterday. She gave away just 18 runs in her 4-over spell, and got a wicket. Right now she has given away 21 already, and we see a change in the field. There is a sweeper cover that's running towards the boundary line, and that is coming in place because there could be a possibility of the ball which will be outside the off stump line, probably a little bit more width on offer, and that is exactly what happened. But Susie Bates plays it smartly towards the third man region and will get a 4.
That'll be 4 runs to a good shot there to end the over as well. Takes the New Zealand score on to 51. The 50 up. 7 overs gone. It's 51 for none.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Seven overs gone. It's 51. No wicket gone for New Zealand, and a change in bowling from the pavilion end. Yet again, it is going to be the young Nashra Sandhu, who has been brought into the attack, and she will be bowling to Sophie Devine, the set-in batsman, stepping out, driving. Good confident drive from Sophie Devine, and they will pick up a quick single. I think Nashra Sandhu will have to restrict them, bowl those tighter lines that she's been bowling in the ODIs. We've seen she has been given an opportunity today. She was rested yesterday for the first T20, an opportunity and for her to a chance here for her to make a mark yet again. A couple of good overs, maybe a breakthrough. something that will keep her on the top.
Well, absolutely. She's just 19 years old. In fact, she'll turn 20 in 10 days from now. 19th November is her birthday. So she would want to take a few wickets and celebrate it as a birthday gift to herself. Debuting in the T20s today, Nashra Sandhu before this has played 14 ODIs, the first T20 that she plays today, and is someone who is very good with her bowling. The line length that she bowls is very tight. She's very intelligent. Again, she saw that Susie Bates was stepping down. She bowled this one outside the off stump, the ball turning away. Smart of Susie Bates to tackle it and play it straight to the fielder. But yes, at 19, she is someone who is a very intelligent bowler who bowls tight line and length, and someone to look forward to in the future.
Well, I think what Neil, the spinners have bought in terms of modifications or direct hit there. But I think Susie Bates made it just in time into the crease. Well, the spinners have bought a bit of a modification since we've seen it progression in terms of all these games that has happened. They've started to bowl the slower deliveries. They've started to really loop the ball up, get the batsmen to come out of the crease. Let them come out of the crease. Let them hit that big shot that they want to go for. They've really made that effort to bring that sort of a modification into their bowling.
Well, yes, and when you do that, you are letting the batter take the risk. You're putting pressure on them. You're teasing them, tempting them with that nice, loopy, juicy delivery where you would want them to come out and take the chance. Well, if they are successful, they will get the big ones, and if not, well, you'll end up on the lucky side. 3 runs so far coming off this over, and all 3 coming in the form of singles. Last delivery of the over, Susie Bates on strike this time round, and playing it in the gap this time will meet the fence for sure. It's a 4 to end the over. 58 for no loss after 8 overs.
So it's going to be the change of ends for Sadia Yusuf, something that we have seen that Bismar Maroof does very, very regularly, giving the bowlers a change of ends, after in their spell. So Sadia Yusuf to continue from the far end. Next delivery driven well by Sophie Devine. But the fielders as well, Neil, today are set right in point, exactly where the bowler is bowling. No chance, absolutely no chance for the batsman to use the gaps unless, there's been that odd boundary that has come in.
Well, you're absolutely right with that one. The field placements have been immaculate, and the bowlers have been bowling that line which suits the kind of field setting that has been done for them. Apart from those few bad balls which have to be hit invariably, because you cannot set a field for a bad delivery, Jarvi. So, I mean, then it's the bowler who's to be blamed. The low full toss that Ayman Anwar bowled, which went for a 4, it was a bad delivery. You cannot set a field for this one. Nashra Sandhu coming in, and this one has been played beautifully. Could there be a chance charging in? Both these batters, look at this, the way they are running between wickets. It is so amazing. They're just stealing runs in the literal sense here.
Yeah, 60 up as well for New Zealand in the 9th over. Neil, in a close field like that, we both have played a lot of cricket. In a close field like that, do you think we would take the chance to make that sprint through? I don't think I would make it to the other end, even though I would run at my fastest.
Well, I would want to say that, I used to be one of those guys who would take those risks, get off the block immediately after playing the shot. I mean, and I used to trust my legs. Now, I'm not saying that, you age and you get old. I mean, there are cricketers that you see like MS Dhoni, and he's my age, and we've seen him run, and when I look at him and I'm like, okay, dude, go back to the gym and start working out. So yeah, right now what happens is your mind says yes, you can run and complete the run, but your body lags behind just by that fraction of a second, and that is the time where the runouts happen.
Yeah, but true. That is something that happens most of the time. I was a quick one as well. Still look always hungry to take that single and go off strike. But in a close infield, in terms of risk, I would try and avoid that because, understanding how valuable the wickets are, and we don't want the wickets to fall. So that's the thing. The next one, good shot, good pull shot, but we'll straight to the fielder in the deep, so deep mid wicket. I think Sophie Devine is, she's working up, she's building up her innings. Neil, 28 runs of 28 deliveries, and that's a commendable effort. You can see the maturity of the batsman. So this is the end of the 9th over. It's 63 for none.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League. Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed.
Ian Morgan, no?
10 overs, 6 teams.
So it is Nashra Sandhu who will continue from the pavilion end, and this is something which is a sensible bowling performance. Apart from that boundary that he was hit in the last delivery, and over here it was a single taken off the overthrow. This is good fielding, very positive fielding. They want to attack the wickets, and knowing the fact that Sophie Devine and Susie Bates both want to take those risky singles, there was a shy at the wickets, but ended up in an overthrow. Played it softly towards the third man region. A dive put in there, but will not be able to stop them from getting a single here. Good effort nonetheless. It is 3 runs. In fact, 2 runs have come through in the 3 deliveries that Nashra Sandhu has bowled so far. Charvi, she is bowling well, and if she can manage to not give those boundaries, I'm so sure that she is capable of putting a lot of pressure on the New Zealand batters there.
Yeah, well, she won't have to give that width. And just as we were talking about, the ball is in the air and one bounce over the fence. A good shot from Sophie Devine. I think she loves that area. The onside, the long, the long on deep mid-wicket area. All the shots she aims to hit it out there. And a couple of overs back, we were talking about a funny fact there on the stands, on to our right, where it's called the East Stand. Usually, that's how it's a bit of a sellout. A shorter stand, with the white and red seats at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The next shot going again in the similar area, but she will come back for the 2 very easily. So a good running effort. They've got those cemented, they've got a bit of a cement, they've got a bit of a shorter wall there, Neil, something that is of a step, so to climb up. And it's a funny thing because every time you hit the ball hard, the ball's hit, especially in those stands hard, the ball bounces off the, off the cement and comes right out of the railing. And it happens all the time. Oh, the next shot, Sophie Devine, big one. Yet again in the same area, and she loves it. A 6 to end the over. So we are halfway through. 10 overs gone. It's 77 for none. 10 overs gone. It's 77 for no loss, and it'll be a change in bowling from the far end. It is Javeria Khan who's been brought into the attack.
Javeria Khan coming in, replacing Sadia Yusuf from the far end, and a lot of changes that we are getting to see over here, and changes in the field as well. This is very interesting to see that she's just got one fielder inside the 30-yard circle on the onside, and that's a shot mid-wicket in form of Sana Mir. The offside is packed. We've got 4 fielders inside the ring, and there's one on the long off fence. On the long on fence also, deep mid-wicket, and there is a backward square leg manning the boundaries for Javeria Khan. Known to take wickets at the time when there are no breakthroughs that are happening. She is the one who will break the partnerships, but is been a tad expensive in that run. Meanwhile, a big appeal. They're not interested. The umpire, she has been expensive, but then again, if she is able to get those wickets, a few runs here and there won't matter. Again, having said that, she would be working on that. The captain, the coaches would be working on that side of her cricket, where she tries to bowl the kind of deliveries that do not leak too many runs. Javeria Khan coming in this time. Susie Bay steps out and will only get a single to give strike to Sophie Devine, who played brilliantly in the previous over. There were back-to-back boundaries and sixes that she hit. That was really amazing to see. That six that she hit went straight into the pavilion.
It went straight inside, probably inside the dressing room directly, Neil. But I think that's my personal favorite shot that she plays. Something that I really enjoy, her stepping out and just making it look so good. She leaves the bat up there in the air, let the ball go high up in the air. I want it to cross the fence. No chance for the fielder to do anything about it. Everybody's just a mere audience. They just watch this shot played. That's how good she is, and she's off in a sparkle. She doesn't wait even for a second to get off the crease for a run as well. So it says a lot about her caliber and the kind of temperament she handles. So in the 11th over now, it is 79 for no loss, and Javeria Khan stopping every time. Well, there is no Mangat out, as it's called in international cricket. So probably they need to. Sophie Devine has just walked up. She's really come down far from the crease and been like, hey, you know what? I'm done with her. Stepping out, Susie Bates this time, and the ball was in the air for a while, but didn't get a lot of runs from that. So they will cross over for 2 runs very, very quickly. So 2 runs coming in at the point. It takes the score on to 81. No wicket has gone, so New Zealand looking strong here, and run rate has been over 7 runs and over. So good. Anil, this is a good partnership. The partnership is worth 81 runs now, and a good partnership in a T20. Anything over 50 runs is a very strong point to be.
Well, absolutely, and this one again, giving away a wide. Javeria Khan in the previous delivery, there was a missed opportunity to say so. Sana Mir not on and up to the mark to take that catch. It was a difficult effort, yes, but these are the catches that you need to take to change the proceedings the way they are going. And right now, it will be 83 for no loss at the end of the 11th over.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Sana Mir to continue from the pavilion end. She has been brought back into the attack after her 2 overs. She's given a bit of a break and come back to complete her spell. So 11 overs have gone. It's 83 for no loss, and it will be Susie Bates, the skipper, on strike. Pulls the ball. It's a good control shot from the skipper. They will settle just for the single there. The delivery, getting a bit of width there. Susie Bates, good partnership coming on. Susie Bates is on 41 of 32 deliveries that she's faced, and Sophie Devine on 42 of 35 deliveries. The runs have come very quickly for the informed Sophie Devine. For all our viewers who might have just joined us, just tuned in, would like to give you a quick recap. New Zealand won the toss this morning, elected to bat first. They put New Zealand into the Pakistan into ball, and something that Pakistan would have done also if they would have won the toss. So far, it has been a good batting display from New Zealand. We've got another 8 overs to go after this one. With me in the comm box is Neil, and we're enjoying ourselves in this perfect view of this comm box.
Oh, absolutely. There's never a better sight than sitting in the commentary box and watching the game from here on, because you get the visuals of the pitch straight up. You can see the movement, and then for the ones who want to try and experience how it looks like, it actually looks pretty much similar to what you see on your television sets, at least from the one angle from where the bowler is bowling from. This one again a lofted, but will fall short from this fielder at the long on position. Ayman Anwar, who has finished a spell of 4 overs, a tad expensive near the end, but well, she is a brilliant bowler. She's been doing really very well, and is a big asset for Team Pakistan here.
Yeah, she is a big asset here. She has bowled really well. The next one, Sophie Devine puts it back in the similar fashion. Oh, that's 6 runs. And Neil, funny story, Katie Perkins, who's supposed to come in at number 3, was just warming up there, and she had to run away because she thought it was going to hit her. And that is a very good shot from Sophie Devine. And I think, as we say in Urdu, ये तो छक्कों की बरसात हो गई है from Sophie Devine.
बिल्कुल, और जहाँ बरसात हो रही है वहाँ छतरियाँ भी लगी हुई हैं. So they've probably kept those umbrellas, keeping in mind as a mean of protection. Meanwhile, this one will go outside the fence yet again for a big 6, and that will bring up her half century. Sophie Devine, you have played this beautifully, and you deserve this half century. This is amazing, the way she's played. And those 6s, amazing. They're towering 6s that we've seen over here. 98 for no loss in 12 overs.
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So 12 overs gone to 2 brilliant 6s to end the previous over of Sanam Mir. 3 overs, she's gone for 29 runs now, thanks to those 6s that Sophie Devine has been hitting her. Sophie Devine on 55 of 39, 98 for no loss. New Zealand, Javeria Khan to continue from the far end. And what batting that was, Neil.
Undoubtedly, that was splendid. Some brilliant stroke making. And guess what? We are not in the power play. We are right bang on in the center of the 20 overs game that we are watching. And it was some amazing hitting there. 42 runs for Bates of 34, and Sophie Devine, 39 deliveries that she's faced, has got 55 runs. 98 runs so far. Now this one coming across the line and playing this one towards the fine leg region. It is vacant, but not enough bat on the ball this time round. And Ayman Anwar will cut it down to a couple runs. Ayman Anwar running in from a short third man position all the way down towards the fine leg region to stop this shot. If there was a little more bat on this one would have been a definitive boundary. But Susie Bates couldn't really get much of her willow on it. Javeria Khan coming into bowl, 2 runs will bring in 100 for New Zealand, and it has come in quick time. 12.3 overs, 100 already.
Yes, already in the 13th over, 7 overs to go after this one. So you can only see that these two set batsmen, whose partnership now in a T20 is worth 100 runs. A bit of a slip of the ball there from Javeria Khan. She will just, I think the issue, I think she's trying to threaten Sophie Devine at all times. Just missing out on the grip of the ball on that occasion. Good delivery from Javeria Khan. Good comeback. And the ball going straight to the keeper's hand. So that's a good one. So that will be the fourth delivery of the over. So just 2 runs coming from it. A much tighter over compared to the previous ones that have gone away for too many runs. So definitely a much better comeback from Pakistan. Oh, the duck ball. The duck ball there, and the overthrow yet again. And they will change over for a quick single, bringing Sophie Devine on strike. And I think, Neil, this is what they don't want to do. They don't want to have Sophie Devine on strike, and that's what they're avoiding at the moment. But Javeria Khan will have to bowl the last delivery of this over to the set-in batsman Sophie Devine. A 100-run partnership in a T20. Neil, this is great batting from New Zealand, getting a bit of width there. They will cross over. So a single to end the over. 13 overs gone. It's 102 for 0.
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Change in bowling again from the pavilion end. Sanamir been taken for 15 runs in the previous over. Well, has given way to Sadia Yusuf, who starts the proceedings, and the first ball meets the boundary line for a 4. Just shot inside, just inches inside the boundary there, and it is the same long on area where the New Zealand dugout is. They're sitting and under the umbrellas, and most of these batters sitting there would be mighty pleased and happy that these two girls are doing a fantastic job so far. 106 on the board without losing a wicket, and this one again has been lofted in the same region, and no chance for any fielder to do anything. It's a 6.
A glorious shot there from Sophie Devine yet again, and she loves that area. She loves to hit it out there, and the 10 runs have come very quickly for New Zealand. The first delivery going for a brilliant 4, and the next one for a massive 6 there. Sophie Devine is looking strong. She's on 66 of just 42 deliveries. What an innings for an opening batsman to play here. The partnership now worth 112. So this is good stuff here, and there is a lot of excitement in the New Zealand dugout under the umbrellas. They're enjoying themselves, enjoying the weather. The next one, that's gone up in the air as well. That will be a bounce over the fence. I think the umpire will have to check that, and that is just checking that with Nahida Khan, the fielder there. And Nahida Khan seems to have no idea, so they will check that. So 4 runs coming in for Sophie Devine. So the runs are coming in plenty. It's 2 4s and a 6 for Sophie Devine. An expensive over here for Sadia Yusuf. She's gone away for 31 runs already. She's into her 3rd over. And let's see what Sophie Devine has in store with her. Yet again, flighted the ball. That's gone again. Yet again in the same region. And a catch straight to the fielder there in the deep. That will be the wicket that they wanted. But nonetheless, I think a fantastic effort here from Sophie Devine. 70 of 44 for the opener. And I think this is brilliant batting from New Zealand. The first wicket to fall at 116 for 1.
Well, undoubtedly the damage has already been done, and the damager here is walking back, but definitely has done a lot for her team. Sophie Devine, 70 runs of 44 deliveries, and the acceleration that she got in the entire dugout, standing and appreciating her effort there, and rightly so. She is someone who is explosive, she is dangerous, and the way she batted over here, well, she's ensured that New Zealand will have a really good scoreline when they come in to bat down there.
Definitely a very good innings from coming in from Sophie Devine. And the new batsman to join the skipper, Susie Bates, out there in the middle is Katie Perkins. Katie Perkins, she's played 45 games, scored 384 runs, is a right-handed batsman coming in at number 3 for New Zealand. And this is going to be interesting. They will have to build up the partnership yet again. But I think there is no... they will not have any trouble because they have really set the base. The runs are on the board. All the batsmen now, whoever goes out there in the middle needs to do is to accelerate, go out, play freely, play your shots, enjoy yourself, most importantly, enjoy your game. And we'll have to see how it goes. So Sadia Yusuf to continue. The next delivery. Good delivery. Glided on. I think Susie Bates loves to play in that area, Neil. Just behind the third man area. Gliding it, putting the ball, angling it in there. So they will cross over for a single, putting Katie Perkins on strike.
Well, yes, and Katie Perkins now will have to continue from the place where Sophie Devine has left, and this definitely will give an opportunity for the bowlers to try and sneak in a wicket or two. And if they can do that, they will definitely be able to stem the flow of runs otherwise, which is going only upwards, and at an average of run rate of 8.5 almost. New Zealand definitely look in sight for a score in excess of 160.
Yeah, well, they will be looking to score those extra bit of runs today to add on the pressure. So it's 14 overs gone. It's 118 for 1.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Zaveria Khan. Zaveria Khan to continue from the far end. Zaveria Khan comes in, and it will be really interesting to see how Katie Perkins is taking up the charge. 2 runs that came in after the departure of Sophie Devine have come in singles, and an opportunity for these batters to do this is very cheeky, played it toward the fine leg region. We'll get a single here, and strike comes into Susie Bates. Charvi, the partnership of 116 runs between these two girls is the 9th highest partnership for the first wicket, the highest obviously being of 170 runs by the South African women versus Netherlands, and that was done between Fritz and Chetty, and goes way back to 2010. So in the recent times, the biggest partnership was just 4 runs more than today's score, today's partnership. Meanwhile, a new partnership looks like setting up, and Susie Bates starts this off with a 4.
Well, and the 50 comes up for the skipper as well, and she did play her innings out there. She's out there in the middle. 50 runs or 40 deliveries for the skipper, Susie Bates. And the score goes up to 123 now. 14.2 was within the 15th over. 5 overs to go after this one. So it is going to be all bang bang. They will be looking to accelerate and have that 140, 150, 160 runs on board. Neil, just like you mentioned, I think that'll be a good amount of runs to add pressure.
Well, absolutely. And the run rate will enable them to go and score that kind of runs that they're looking at. Meanwhile, again, playing it towards the fine leg region. This one has more willow on it. Will give them a couple of runs. And with this, Susie Bates will reach 52 of 42. Two more deliveries to come after this delivery. Katie Perkins doing a good job of giving company to the skipper, running on her call, and when is on strike, quickly takes a single, gets off strike, and gives a strike back to the skipper Susie Bates.
Neil, except Javeria Khan, who's gone away for 15 runs. Still now, the next one, bump ball there. I think that is a wicket. Is that a wicket for Susie Bates? She will have to walk out. Yes, I think that is her wicket. It's the second wicket to fall in the form of Susie Bates, but a fantastic innings played by her. Nonetheless, she's on fifth. She got out at 52. Cotton bowled Javeria Khan, picking up the second wicket, so a breakthrough here for her. 14.5 overs have gone. And Neil, we were talking a little bit about the bowlers, and most of them have been very expensive today. Ayman Anwar going on for 25 runs in her 4 overs. Sana Mir, surprising 3 overs 29. Sadia Yusuf as well, 3 overs 33. And Nasha Sandhu, 2 overs 21. Javeria Khan still 2.4 overs 17. That's still under restriction, but I think most of the bowlers have gone away for too many runs today, so they've been expensive.
Well, I mean, this should be blamed and put on to the batting of Sophie Devine. Sana Mir was taken in that over. Sadia Yusuf was taken before she got the wicket of Sophie Devine, and Nasha Sandhu was again taken for runs by Sophie Devine. So barring Ayman Anwar, who had kept that control on in the first 4 overs that she bowled, and Javeria Khan now, who again is known to be expensive but gets wickets, is not been so expensive right now and has got wickets. And now what is really interesting to see is that they have got 2 new batters in the center, Amy Satterthwaite and Katie Perkins. Both of them very fresh in the center, and will have to try and accelerate from here on. They cannot miss out on the opportunity that has been laid beautifully by the 2 openers, Susie Bates and Sophie Devine. Meanwhile, at the end of the 15th over, it's 126 for 2.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So 15 overs have gone. It's a 126 for 2. And Sana Mir to come back for her last over from the pavilion end. A good delivery there to the left-hander. Gripping the service a little bit. A slower delivery from Sana Mir to Amy Satterthwaite. It's 126 for 2 to 2 wickets have fallen. The openers going back in after the 100-run partnership that they put up for their side. A very good start, a very good base they created for the New Zealand side. So 126 for 2. The next one swept away from Amy Satterthwaite, and they will get a couple of runs. So they will settle just for the single. The fielder coming in from the deep. So takes the score on to 127 for 2. 15.2 overs have gone. And Neil, Sana Mir is into her last over. She has gone away for 30 runs. Let's hope that she's able to compensate that and bowl a tighter over now this time round. So Sana Mir will be going in to bowl to Katie Perkins, the right-handed batsman who's on 2 of 2. She has just walked in a couple of overs back in place of Susie Bates. Good delivery from Sana Mir. Just the 1 run. So this is good stuff from Sana Mir. Good comeback. She is looping the ball up, making the batsman think about getting to the pitch of the ball. So this is a very good comeback from Sana Mir.
Well, absolutely. Her previous over, she gave away 15 runs, which had 2 sixes included. So this by means of which is a much better over. And also luckily for her, there is no Sophie Devine in the center, so she would be really happy and more than happy in fact to bowl this over after watching the back of Sophie Devine here. 3 runs coming off the 4 deliveries that she's bowled. 3.4 overs, 32 runs at economy, just short of 9 runs, and this has slowed down the proceedings. The wickets of Susie Bates and Sophie Devine right now dealing in just singles, these two batters. No boundaries coming through after that. After the fall of those 2 wickets, and that is what happens. We've seen this in a lot of cricket that we've played, that the moment wickets fall, the set batsmen get out, the new batters will take time to come in, set and understand how the pitch is behaving. It's a new pitch, mind you, so they need to be mindful of what's happening here and also what the bowler is trying to do, and all of these things will consume some time and will effectively slow down your net run, the current run rate, and that is exactly what we see right now. It's fallen down from almost touching 9 to 8.13.
Yes, it has fallen down considerably. It was over 8 runs and over when Sophie Devine and Susie Bates were out there, but the run rate has considerably fallen down. It is on 8.2 currently, so 16 overs gone. It's 131 for 2.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Javeria Khan to continue. She's into her 4th over. Most least expensive of the bowlers today for Pakistan. She's bowled 3 overs so far. 18 runs she's given, and also picked up a wicket, the key wicket of the skipper, Susie Bates. So she is going to be bowling from the far end. Her last over, her 4th over of this innings, and she keeps stopping again and again, Neil. Every time she takes a run up, she would just stop, and I'm finding that a little amusing there. The batsman really has to go far down into the crease and then take their start. Oh, reverse sweep, not getting any bat on it, the left-hander, not getting any bat on it, Amy Satterthwaite. And I think what these 2 batsmen need to ensure is that the scoreboard keeps ticking. The one odd loose delivery will come, which they will be able to put away. The next delivery, stepped out, chipped it over the inner circle. 4 runs for Amy Satterthwaite. Just like that, they should put it away.
Exactly, and see, these opportunities, like you mentioned, Charvi, will keep coming, and those are the opportunities that you need to take. It was wide, and there was an opportunity for the batter and Amy Satterthwaite doing the needful. Meanwhile, the good deliveries, well, tap it around, get a single. The onside field is pretty much vacant as far as the inner circle is concerned, and that is something that you need to look and tap, and that's it. This is something which one would call good cricket. You hit a 4, then you find the gap, play it straight to the fielder who will run down from the long off fence, and you'll get a single there comfortably. You don't need to work hard. You don't need to try doing something fancy. You don't need to try and play a scoop or some shots. Just play it simple, keep it simple, and the runs will keep flowing in.
What happens, Neil, is you get a 4 and you've got 5 singles. That is 9 runs already for the over, and that's enough. Oh, the stumping chance there. Stepped out Katie Perkins. Was not required at this stage, and the bails coming off in a flash. Good work from the keeper, Sidra. Wears the jersey number 22, Sidra Nawaz, and she will have to walk back. Katie Perkins, for just scoring a 4 of 5 deliveries. So good bowling here from Javeria Khan. The second wicket she picks up in her 4th over, so something for her to take back as well. So 136 for 3, the 3rd wicket to fall in the 17th over.
Well, yes, it was completely unnecessary, Charvi. I mean, you've already got a boundary.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams.
How the partnership goes on from
Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14 to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
Partnership. Well, there is not much time in terms of to build up the partnership as such. They will have to go for it right away, as the 3 wickets have gone. So they will have to see 16.4 overs. And it will be Javeria Khan to continue. She's got 2 more deliveries in this over to go, in her final over, Neil. And she will want to add that additional pressure. And it is Katie Martin who's walked out there in the centre to join the left-handed Amy Satterthwaite. And a bit of a hesitation from the fielders. So a dot delivery right after the wicket falls.
Yes, no, and eventually it was a no, and a good call there, because if they would have gone for that run, there would have been a definite chance for a run out. Javeria Khan on top over here has gone for a few runs, but well, the wickets that she's got is invaluable, and this will get to the end of her spell, and it's 136 after the loss of 3 wickets in 17 overs.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14 to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
So 17 overs gone. It's 136 for 3. And it will be Nasha Sandhu to continue from the pavilion end. The ball has been worked on towards the onside. Coming back quickly for the second run, and she will make it safely. Amy Satterthwaite. So 2 runs coming from Nasha Sandhu's first delivery, Neil. So the total now is close to 140. 18th over. 2 more overs after this. So I'm sure New Zealand will be looking to touch that 150 mark today.
Well, absolutely, and that is something that Susie Bates had in mind when we got to meet her and speak to her, and she said 150, 160 is something that we're looking at, and that will ensure that we keep and maintain some safe distance from the Pakistani batters when they come into bat. Meanwhile, this is a wicket. Is it the big appeal, and the umpire raising the finger a little late in the day, but nonetheless, it is. 1 more wicket down for New Zealand. Amy Satterthwaite walks back.
Well, good delivery there from Nasha Sandhu, and she does get the reward into her third over. 23 runs she's given away, and Amy Satterthwaite has to walk back disappointed, scoring 11 of 9 deliveries. And the next batsman in is Maddie Green, who has been included in the side today. She has been given a chance yet again. So she will have to prove her point, and that was bold. She played on the shot straight onto the stumps, Amy Satterthwaite. Something that she didn't anticipate. The ball did turn in as well, deflecting straight onto the stumps. So the 4th wicket to fall for New Zealand, and I think the wickets have just fallen very quickly, Neil.
Exactly, after the opening stand between the 2 openers, Susie Bates and Sophie Devine, wickets have fallen at regular intervals. The first wicket fall when the score was 116, the second one at 125, the third at 136, and the 4th at 138. So regular intervals, not too much of a difference between then and now. About 22 runs, and they've lost 4 wickets in the span of 22 runs, Chari. So this is not a good not a good batting performance. And there is the 5th one, a run out, and 1 more wicket to go. Very sharp fielding there, Nasha Sandhu bowling and diving onto her left there to get hold of the ball, and a direct hit from the unstable position. She wasn't very stable there. When we see the replay there, we'll definitely get to know that Nasha Sandhu wasn't very stable when she was throwing, and was able to get the ball onto the stumps from there on.
Well, the angle that she threw the stumps back, she was the closest there, and she had a clear view of where she was hitting, and straight onto the stumps. The bails coming off as well, and Pakistan suddenly have pulled up their socks, and they're looking so sharp on the field that the wickets, the 3 wickets to fall after the first 2, have been so quick, Neil. Not many runs have come in between those.
Very true, and there is an opportunity for a team hat-trick here. The first one to go was bowled, and then a run out, and so there is a chance on this one, but surprisingly there is no attacking field that's set to try and get that kind of a hat-trick. Probably the captain didn't realize that there was an opportunity, and when you have a spinner who's bowling, there's a chance there. Big appeal. Will the umpire raise a finger? It is. So it is a team hat-trick there for Team Pakistan.
Oh, yet another run out there for Pakistan. And the girls are happy. They are joyous. Look at them. They're celebrating there in the center. And Anna Peterson was looking to come back for the second run and will have to walk back. An unfortunate run out. And the wickets have really fallen very quickly onto for New Zealand, and it's going to be Sam Curtis to walk in at number 7. Neil, she will have to ensure that she stays out there in the middle, gives company to Mary Green, and they just see the remaining 2 overs off. We're in the 18th over, 2 more deliveries to go, and oh, this is great stuff from Pakistan. What good fielding from them.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got a couple of wickets already, so the team is charged up. Every single member of the team was in it, and a flat
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Evan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams.
Will be there, and will be company, and they get main role now.
Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Remainder of the overs that are there. Curtis on strike, beg your pardon, and Sam Curtis with Anna Peterson now have to hold on to the flow of runs that's going on at this super speed that we've seen. 3 wickets falling in this over already, and it is not a good sign. The 4th one coming through. Is it? And the fingers raised. What a debacle there. New Zealand, what have you been doing? Probably you were relaxing a tad too much when the opening batters were batting. Wake up. It's time to prove yourself, and Pakistan has done it beautifully. 4 wickets in an over.
4 wickets in an over falling. What great bowling and what great fielding here it is, and what figures for Nashra Santa to take back. So that's the end of the 18th over. I think probably there is one more delivery to be bowled in this. Oh no, the 18th over's up. It's 139 for 7.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Evan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Sadia Yusuf to continue from the far end, and that new batsman in is Neil's favourite, Thaimsa Newton. He loves the fact the way she feels in, and she will have to show some of her batting showcase here, hitting those shots. And we'll have to see. Oh, the next one. The finger goes up as well. And that's the first one to go. A stumping chance from Thaimsa Newton. Was trying to step out. But that is going to be the wicket to fall as well. And the wickets have just fallen the past couple of deliveries, Neil.
Exactly. I mean, if you map these wickets on the Manhattans, you will see a bunch of red dots all in one place. 4 wickets falling in the previous over, and this one starts the first delivery with a wicket. A stumping. Newton, there was no requirement whatsoever to step down to a spinner. You've just come in, you're facing the first delivery, and anyone who comes in will not go out. If you are not a top list batter, I mean, you have come down. There is a reason for you to be playing at that position, and if there is that reason, then you just need to stay there and play the delivery off.
More good work from the keeper, Sidra Nawaz, Neil. She's been fantastic with her gloves today. Her hands were right there. She just got hold of the ball and she just hit the stumps in a flash. And the new batsman to walk in is Lee Kasparek, our little Lee Kasparek, who's walked in. Sadia Yusuf to continue. This is the second delivery of a fourth over. A bit of width. The ball will go straight to the fielder. So no run there. But in the last 5 deliveries, Neil, 5 wickets have fallen.
It is interesting. It is very, very interesting the way Pakistan has come back into this game. At one point in time, it was looking like New Zealand would just run away and try and reach 160 plus. But from now here, the way they are, there is another chance, an opportunity, a bad throw. A little too high. Sidra Nawaz had to jump up to get that throw coming in from Nashra Sandhu there. And if the throw was a little flat, well, for all you know, we would have seen the end of Kasparek as well. But nonetheless, she's still here playing for her team at 141 for 8. New Zealand definitely do not look in a position that would take them to 160, the plan that they had. And they were on track for that too.
Yes, 141 for 8, 18.3 overs have gone. And the next one, good delivery from Sadia Yusuf, a quick single. And the batsmen suddenly, Neil, we see that they're sprinting towards the end, even though it's a comfortable single. They don't want to have any opportunity to be given to New Zealand to take those wickets. So they're trying to do as much as possible to get those runs back on the board, which they would have loved to see. So in the 19th over, 2 more deliveries to go, Neil. Will they touch the 150 mark or not? Well, they need another 8 runs for that.
Well, and it looks like an uphill task from here on, the way they have lost wicket. And more than that, the way Pakistan fielders have been on the field, they have done everything right from the time Sophie Devine has departed. Before that, it looked like it was a pure Sophie Devine show. Obviously, Susie Bates did her bit and she also crossed the half-century mark. But it was a pure Sophie Devine show. But after they've seen the back of these two batters, Pakistan looks like a different team altogether. The way they have bowled, the way they have fielded, they've converted simple runs into run-outs there. And that is absolutely fantastic to see. So 19 overs done with 143 for the loss of 8 wickets.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So Nashra Sandhu to continue from the pavilion end. She is into her 4th and final over. She will be bowling to young Anna Peterson. Next delivery on the onside. A bit of a shout there from Nashra Sandhu. I think the ball was just going down the leg side. The umpire not seeming very interested. So the score for New Zealand is 143 for 8. We're in the last over, in the 20th over that has been bowled from the pavilion end. And as he's stepping out, full toss converts the ball is in the air. And a couple of bounces straight to the fielder, Ayman Anwar. And they will cross over for a couple of runs. So the runs moving on to 145 now. Just 4 more deliveries to go. and they will want to attack. They will want to get those 5 runs in the next 4 deliveries as much as possible. Probably a big shot here and there would help New Zealand.
Well, absolutely, and well, I mean, it is the last over, so they don't have much to lose. And stepping out this time around, playing a straightish towards the long on fence, going for the 2, maybe no, and very well sent back over there. And the throw was really nice and sharp from Natalia Pervez over there. She ran in, picked the ball, and the ball went off in a jiffy. Now, the skipper, Bisma Maroof, comes down to the fence, sends in Natalia Khan towards the mid-off region. It is nice to see when skippers take that charge and they want to be on the fence, because they know that the batters would want to take the chances, and you don't want to put your debutant under that much pressure of facing the ball that's coming from the Skyward region.
Yeah, probably she has moved herself over there to create the chance to take probably the 9th wicket, if possible, in the last over. 2 more deliveries are to go in this innings. And what a great innings this has been so far, Neil. With the wickets have fallen, 5 wickets in 5 deliveries. The run-outs, the way they have been converted from Pakistan. Stepping out yet again, Anna Peterson on that occasion. They will be looking for 2. The throw has come in. Lee Kasparek will have to... Anna Peterson, actually, the throw going to the keeper's end. So 2 runs coming. Brings the total on to 149. And 1 more delivery to go, Neil. Will they get a single or no? It all depends on Nashra Sandhu. What's of a delivery that she bowled. A bit of an instruction there from the keeper. Calm down, take it easy. It's just 1 more delivery to go. We've done well.
Well, they definitely have, Chari. 149 on the board at nearly another chance here. No, not really. So 150 is what they will be kept at. This is not something that they would have loved. The way they started, they were definitely looking to go past 160, maybe even 170, but that's not to be thanks to some fantastic bowling and fielding performances by the Pakistani women's team. So the scorecard for New Zealand women: Sophie Devine started beautifully today. It was caught by Ayman Arwan in the deep, bowled by Sadia Yusuf on 70 of 44 deliveries. Susie Bates was caught and bowled by Zaveria Khan of 52 runs that she scored of 43 deliveries. Katie Perkins was bowled by Zaveria Khan, 4 of 5 deliveries. And then started the downfall. Amy Satterthwaite was bowled by Nashra Sandhu of 10 deliveries that she faced, scoring 11 runs. Then Katie Martin run out on a duck. Maddie Green run out, getting a single. Sam Curtis was run out on 0. Then Tymson Newson was again stumped beautifully by, in fact, by Sadia Yusuf, in the bowling of Sadia Yusuf by Sidra Nawaz, the wicket keeper. A little changes in the stats in the screens will enable you to see that. And Anna Peterson, 6 runs of 7, and Kasparek, 4 of 4, were trying to get some runs on the board in the last over that they came out to play, and that led to 150, the loss of 8 wickets for Team New Zealand.
Well, the bowling for Pakistan bowled beautifully well. The wickets, if you see the fall of wickets, the first one at 116, the second one at 125, the third one at 136, the fourth one at 138, fifth one again at 138, the sixth wicket, seventh wicket, and eighth wicket, all falling at 139. So great spells coming in from Pakistan. 150 for 8. So 151 Pakistan need to chase in their given provided to 20 overs. We'll have to see what the New Zealand bowling attack has in store for them. We will be back very quickly after a short break with the second innings. So stay with us. We'll see you soon.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Evan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Welcome to the world of Touchwood, where we realize the dreams of our customers. Touchwood, where imagination is made a reality.
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Evan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League. 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Welcome back to the live telecast of live webcast, to be honest, of the second T20 between New Zealand women and Pakistan women happening here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. New Zealand batting first, posting a total of 150. And they've put a target for Pakistan for 151. And the innings has just kicked off, and Lee Kasperek is the bowler to be bowling in from the pavilion end, starting off the bowling for New Zealand, and the one run coming off two deliveries that has been bowled. It is going to be Nahida Khan out there, along with Sidra Amin, who will be opening with her. And we'll have to see how this chase for Pakistan goes forward after a wonderful batting and fielding display from their end. With me in the comm box is Neil.
Thank you so much, Charvi. And it is a very good strategy put in by skipper Susie Bates to bring in the spinner right away, creating that element of doubt in the batter's mind, not letting them go for free runs. And once the pressure is on Pakistan women, would have to try and come out of that doing something expansive. And if that's the plan, well, they have been successful so far. 3 deliveries, just a single run coming, and Pakistan will have to go behind the runs right away, chasing at a required run rate of 7.5. They need to get those boundaries early on in the game.
Yes, a good start here from young Lee Kasparik. She has just given away 1 run in this first over that she's bowled. And the key here for New Zealand will be to bowl those tight overs and to not let too many runs go by for Pakistan, because Pakistan's morale at the moment is high on up after bowling and fielding wonderfully in the first innings. The next one, delivery, getting a bit of an edge, Sidra Amin. And that will be yet another dot delivery. So one more dot delivery will add a little bit of pressure onto Pakistan, Neil, because they do require 7 runs and over, which is a big task. The asking rate is high. They need those runs to come in early in.
Well, absolutely. And if these dot balls are flowing in, meanwhile, this one has been swept beautifully. Will meet the fence for a welcome boundary.
So end of the first over. It's 5 for no loss. From the far end, it is going to be Holly Huddleston, who's back into the 11 after a very, very long time in this series. She has been brought back in the side today for the second T20. And she will be bowling in from the far end. And it will be Nahida Khan on strike. Good delivery. The ball going towards, was in the air for a while, but a little bit far from the fielder at point, who was Sophie Devine. So quick single there for the batsman. So not giving an opportunity to run those twos, Neil. I think this is something that the fielders will want to do very intelligently throughout the course of the innings.
Well, yes, and the fielder in question there was at the boundary line, Lee Kasparik. She's not one of the fastest fielders in the outfield, but nonetheless, she did her best and restricted the Pakistani batters to just a single. Meanwhile, another good one coming in from Holly Huddleston. Now, this is pressure. Every dot ball will mount up pressure and will mount up the required run rate. Playing currently at 4.5 and the required run rate of 7.77 is what these batters would be aiming at. So at least a boundary every single over will ensure that they keep the run rate in check. Otherwise, New Zealand, the bowling that they have, will definitely get on top of Pakistan and put a lot of pressure. This one again beautifully missed everything, missed the bat, missed the wickets, and went straight into the gloves of the wicket keeper there. Holly Huddleston doing a fantastic job after coming back into the game, and this is something that would be expected of her from the New Zealand skipper, that she needs to stem runs, get wickets, and well, let's see what's in store for Team Pakistan here.
Yeah, she would want to do that to add that pressure. Good delivery, York length, the ball going straight, but a good single as well taken by the Pakistani batsman to ease off the pressure, bringing Nahida Khan on strike. Neela, we saw it yesterday as well. Nahida Khan was really, really striking the ball well, hitting those big shots, going for making that advantage for Pakistan in the power play by getting a lot of runs on the board. Was an unfortunate run out, however. But she will want to, recover from that, from yesterday's performance, and do want to put on some amount of runs there. The ball's up in the air, chipped out very smartly over the inner circle, and will cross over for a single. The fielder there is the sweeper cover. I think the bowlers and the New Zealand side do know the tendencies of the Pakistani batsmen on which areas they're going to go ahead and play. So the 8 runs already up on the board for Pakistan. 1.5 overs, And Holly Huddleston, I think she's bowled a decent over, just 3 runs coming from it so far. 1 more delivery to be bowled in this over.
Yes, absolutely. And this is an increasing amount of pressure on Team Pakistan early on. And a good delivery, .1 to end the over. It is going to be 8 for the loss of no wickets after 2 overs.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
So it's going to be Kasparik continuing from the pavilion end. She started off beautifully today and would want to continue that form. 5 runs that she gave away in the first over. The very first delivery was in fact a missed opportunity there. A catch that came to the cover fielder was dropped. Not an easy attempt, but nonetheless, the very first delivery, and there wasn't a chance there. This one lofted up towards the mid-wicket region. Will get a single there nonetheless. Will take the score to 9 runs. And these are the number of runs that at one point in time New Zealand was getting in every single over. In fact, more than those. Some really big overs going for 15 and 13.
Yeah, true that, Neil. They were going for a lot of runs. That one, that's lifted up in the air, and that will be a bit of a chase for the skipper, Susie Bates, but won't travel the distance. So a few runs there coming in for Sidra Amin. And 2 runs to be exact that they have run between the wickets. But a good shot nonetheless, playing it straight down the ground over the head of the bowler. The safest area to play, but didn't get the distance on it to cross the fence. But a good chase from the skipper, Susie Bates. So the runs, like you mentioned, were coming in plenty. Good shot yet again for Sidra Amin. The ball going straight to the fielder there at deep mid-wicket. So just 2 more runs added on to the total. We'll take the total on to 13 now. 2.4 overs have gone. And Lee Kasparik has gone away for 5 runs already in this over. Still 2 more deliveries to go. And Sidra Amin is looking very, very determined for the fact that she wants to hit the ball. She wants to clear the fence. And fly to delivery yet again. That's put away. That will be the first boundary for Pakistan. And that is something that she wanted to do. Looking strong there. Putting it away in fantastic fashion, just behind the mid-on fielder. So that will be 4 runs added on to Pakistan's total.
Well, yes, they have to target one particular bowler, and it is Kasparik in this case right now. They have to get those boundaries. They have to get those big runs. And if they have made up their mind against Kasparik, well, so be it. A single, this one played it down towards the fine leg region. Wicketkeeper Martin has to run through and collect the ball before the umpire calls for the end of the over. It's 18 runs, no wickets down, 3 overs finished.
A 100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams.
Holly Huddleston to continue from the far end. The ball to Sidra Amin. The ball goes straight to the fielder.
Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Won the second over, getting a lot of runs from that. And Kasparik has already gone for 15 runs in 2 overs. The asking rate, Neil, has come down slightly to 7.8 runs and over. But Pakistan will have to ensure they keep their scores ticking. They should achieve, they need to get closer as possible to 7 runs and over. The ball's gone up in the air. That has got a bit of an edge, and that is dropped. That is a drop by Sophie Devine. A drop there at the point reaches something that you wouldn't expect, but a drop catch there. Drop catch. She is not happy herself. and these are the chances you have to take.
Oh, absolutely. Would be very miffed with herself. Sophie Devine was splendid with the bat, and this time around with the top edge, yes, the ball does swirl in the air when it goes up, but then no ball signaled here by the umpire, and it will be a free hit. So yes, when the ball is hit in that fashion, it takes the top edge. It does swirl in the air and making it a little difficult for the fielder who gets under the ball to take that catch. But this time she was there. She was right under the ball, and it was probably just lapse in concentration or maybe overconfidence that, oh, I've covered it. I'll take it.
Yes, perhaps there are two sides to that. Neil, also with the no ball, the batsman on strike is Nahida Khan, and she would want to look for that big shot to come in. No major changes in the field for Nahida Khan, just the third man at the boundary, and they will have to see, and also a sweeper cover there on the offside, which is the fielder on the boundary. Oh, it's a good delivery for the free hit. Very good delivery there for the free hit for Nahida Khan. And Holly Huddleston making a mark there that I bowled the no ball, but I'm not going to let you score any of those runs, and a dot delivery. Nahida Khan would not be happy with that.
Well, yeah, she just charged down, and made her intent very, very clear. But this was a beautiful delivery by Holly Huddleston to ensure that not much comes off. But then after the free hit delivery, there is something that will keep the fielders interested at the third man boundary, and three fielders coming in together, converging to stop the boundary, but given away 2 runs here. So a good batting performance nonetheless, but still just 4 runs coming off this over so far. 4 deliveries have been bowled, including a no ball. Charvi, this is there is some room for improvement from the Pakistani batters. They need to get a boundary in this over if they want to stay in the hunt early on.
Yes, they have to get those. The next delivery yet again, played in the similar fashion in the air, and this time good effort from the fielder there at sweeper cover. But I think that will be 4 runs. The umpire would want to review that very quickly. He might just go up, but I think he will settle. That will be just 2 runs. A good fielding effort from Thamson Newton, Neil's favourite fielder there at the boundary, saving a couple of runs for her side. So 22 now for no loss for Pakistan. 3.4 overs have gone. Nahida Khan on 8 of 10, Sidra Amin on 15 of 4. The partnership looking to be building up here for Pakistan, and this will be looking good. So, well, one more delivery to go in this over, and a bit of a chat there between the skipper and the bowler. I think they're looking to change the field slightly at the so just bringing her towards the point region, the deep point region for the cuts that Nahida Khan is playing, so that she's able to convert those into a wicket. So Holly Huddleston running in for the last delivery of her second over, and good delivery, and that's a wide signal from the umpire. It was going down the offside a little bit, slightly outside the off stump, and it was a bit of a short delivery as well from Holly Huddleston.
Well, yeah, I mean, she had seen Nahida Khan coming onto the off stump for the delivery that she normally bowls, because even Nahida Khan has realized that there is a deep point fielder there, and which means that the bowler will bowl outside the off stump, way outside the off stump, and she had just reacted to the same thing. A similar delivery yet again, and Sophie Devine will come in picture to cut the ball off. No runs coming off to end the over. It is 25 for no loss at the end.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
Four overs gone. It's 25 for no loss for Pakistan. And the change in bowling from the pavilion end, it is going to be Sophie Devine who's been brought into the attack by the skipper. She bowled a decent spell in the previous game yesterday. And the next one, good delivery. Good delivery to start with. Not giving any opportunity to the batsman to cross over. And this is going to be interesting here. This spell from Sophie Devine, Neil, is going to be extremely interesting. So 25 for no loss, 4.1 overs have gone. And Pakistan are chasing a big total of 151 to win this game here. The second T20. Good shot, placed it in the gap, Sidra Amin. She's looked in good touch, Neil. I think, this partnership has come in good time. Also, Nahida Khan looking very, very comfortable there with Sidra Amin. The partnership worth 27 runs now and 17 runs. The most contribution coming in from Sidra Amin.
Well, yes, Nahida Khan is normally the dominant partner. She's the one who gets most of the runs in the partnership. But this time around, the roles have reversed. Sidra Amin taking chances and doing the scoring. This one, again, a very close call. The umpires unmoved. But this is what is really good to see is that Sophie Devine has batted beautifully and is bowling equally well. In the first ODI yesterday, we saw her bowling 3 overs, gave away 17 runs and got that wicket of Aisha Zafar as well. So here, Sophie Devine will have to get in a wicket, and that's what the aim would be, the plan would be, because if she does that, the Pakistan innings will have to start from a rebuilding structure, and that would be something that they will not be ready for. Coming in for the second, yes, no, send back just in time. Nahida Khan was ready for a second, and Sidra Amin said yes, but then after running in a few steps, she said no, she's not ready for it. Now these are the little confusions that could cause a wicket, like what happened yesterday between Aisha Zafar and Nahida Khan.
The trust in the partners has to be there. Even though these two are looking very comfortable, the hunger for runs is good, Neil. And at some point, they have to also see the fielders. I know they want to get the runs in. Only 3 runs have come in this over. They do realize the next delivery is stepping out, but missing it completely. Gets a swing at it, but no chance Sophie Devine has given to Nahida Khan to even touch the ball, even a little bit. Not even trying to get that edge. But I think good bowling from Sophie Devine. 28 for no loss, 4.5 overs. So this is the 5th over. 1 more over to go after the power play. They would want to get at least a little more amount of runs. Stepping out again, yet again, the same delivery from Sophie Devine. Getting dodged on that occasion, Nahida Khan. So the dot delivery to end the over. 5 overs gone. It's 28 for no loss.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz M. Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Susie Bates to continue from the far end. She has been brought herself into the attack now, and we'll have to see what is there in special. Yet again, a chance there. They wanted to take a single, and the wide delivery from Susie Bates. This is something, Neil, that New Zealand will have to watch. They did go away for a couple of extras yesterday, starting with a wide here. The skipper, Susie Bates, 34 no loss at the 5 overs have gone. And good delivery. That's put away straight into the hands then. That's the first wicket to fall. the first wicket to fall there for Pakistan, and it is going to be Sidra Amin, who was hitting the ball really well. The first blow, and the skipper striking right away.
Yes, and that was a good ball. She swept to try and get the maximum, but went straight down the throat of Amy Satterthwaite, standing there ready, placed there for that kind of a shot. And Sidra Amin walking back 18 of 18, and whatever happens now, Bisma Maroof will be walking in. The skipper, these girls will have to maintain that run rate, Charvi. They cannot slow down from here on, because the moment they do that, they will lose the momentum and will increase the pressure on themselves and the batters to follow. So an opportunity for New Zealand to seep and try and get a couple of wickets, or if they stem the scoring, well, they would be doing a lot good for themselves. But for Team Pakistan, they just have to ensure that they keep getting those boundaries every single over to ensure and stay in the game.
Well, the wickets will fall, Neil. As the wickets will fall, the asking rate will go up as well, and the required rate which is there will come down. I think what New Zealand did in the beginning of their innings is something very smart. Even though they were not getting the big shots to start with, they were still ensuring that they get the singles. So the scoreboard keeps ticking, and that is something that Pakistan will have to do as well, and it is going to be the skipper, Bisma Maroof, to walk in at number 3. She is joined there. She is joining Nahida Khan out there in the middle, and they both will have to ensure that a partnership comes up here in the right time. In the 6th over, this is the last over of the power play, and they will have to dominate going from here on. If they have to achieve that target of 151, they still require another 122 runs to win. They have a lot of time, Neil. It is definitely possible for Pakistan to win this game here. Only how it is going to work out. That's a good single taken. Very good single by Bisma Maroof. She ran with the stroke, so that will help Pakistan take their score up to 31, and this will be something that they will have to do very smartly. They'll have to run very quickly between the wickets and add that pressure onto the fielders.
Well, yes, and to do that, they have to be very sensible about their callings as well, because any confusion and there would be something that they would not like, and that is the fall of a wicket. But meanwhile, this one has been played straight to the fielder at the mid-off area, and no runs coming off this delivery. The bowling has been really tight, Charvi. They haven't been, giving away those odd bad deliveries, barring the one over of Holly Huddleston, where the batters went behind her technically to score those runs. And here Susie Bates, who's brought herself in, has given away just a single wide and 2 runs after that. A chance over there. Oh, brilliant effort. That was so amazing. The way she jumped, she leapt Katie Perkins to go for that catch. But if that was taken, that would have been a splendid catch. In fact, probably one of the best catches that I would have seen.
Yeah, probably one of the best catches that would have been at least part of the series, pertaining to the series. We haven't seen anything so, so amazing that. But I think a good fielding effort there. She did try. That was just a little bit over her fingers. Susie Bates to continue the next delivery from Susie Bates. The ball going straight to the fielder. I think Nahida Khan converted the previous delivery very well. They got 2 runs off it, so that was something very good that she did, putting it away smartly and carefully well away. And to her luck, it just went over the head of the fielder there. So 32 for 1 now. Susie Bates coming in. She's gone away for 4 runs and also picked up a wicket. So good start here for the skipper with the first over, and she is coming in to bowl the final delivery of the first over. 32 for 1 now, and the next one that's also put away, so they will settle for the single to end the over. So 33 for 1 after 6. Sophie Devine to continue from the pavilion end. Bowling to Nahida Khan. That's put up. That's gone up in the air. Will that go the distance? It will fall in no man's land and won't cross the fence. So they will come back for 2 runs. She did step out, and at this time, she connected the ball and she put it exactly where she wanted it to. So the 2 runs coming from it, I think Nahida Khan will be a little relieved by that, Neil.
Well, yes, but then again, she would have been more happy if this one had gone. The distance would have got her a couple of extra runs and would have been a good start to the over. But nonetheless, they have made their intent very clear that they're not going to stay put and take this chase simply, but they would be going for the attack, and that's what they have done. The first one was been hit beautifully, just that couldn't cross the boundary line, and the second delivery again gone for a single. So there is a chance, an attempt that they are going for, and it's very positive cricket that you see from Nahida Khan. Even yesterday in this chase that they were in, she was going for those big hits. She was playing positive till she got run out. But before that, it is something that is a hallmark of a good player, that you stay positive, you show intent, and the runs will come. Meanwhile, Bisma Maroof takes strike for the first time in this over and will get a single to get onto the non-strikers end, and Nahida Khan will take care of the proceedings.
Yes, I think that the charge here has been given on to Nahida Khan. Bisma Maroof will be trying to put her on strike as much as possible. She's really hitting the ball hard, striking the ball well, and that's what they will be expected of her. So Sophie Devine to bowl into Nahida Khan. Steps out yet again. The ball's gone over the inner circle. This time the ball will cross the boundary, and that'll be 4 runs. A good boundary coming in time for Nahida Khan, taking the total up to 41 now for 1 wicket, and 110 runs still required for Pakistan to win this game. A very good shot there. Stepping out to a pacer. That is bold.
Well, absolutely, and it would have been painful if the ball wouldn't have crossed the boundary line this time round. It was a shot full of heart. She showed courage and stepped out and hit this one beautifully. Meanwhile, a shorter delivery tried to hook this one, but the umpire signaling 1 shot for the over, and that is it. It's not a no ball. It's not an illegal delivery, but just a warning to the bowler that you cannot bowl another short one in this over or you will be pulled off. And that's something the skipper would have come and spoken to the bowler as well. Sophie Devine coming into bowl. The last delivery of the over, a wide-ish delivery. She saw the batter coming out and bowled way too wide for her to do anything that would create a big impact or damage. 42 for the loss of 1 wicket after 7 overs.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
Seven overs gone. It's a 42 for 1 for Pakistan, and Susie Bates to continue from the far end. She had gone away for 5 runs and also picked up a wicket in the previous over. The next delivery, Nahida Khan, getting a bit of a hand on it, Sophie Devine. And a good shot there from Nahida Khan. Nonetheless, if she wouldn't have got that hand on it, Neil, that was definitely a boundary. But I think a good piece of fielding there from Sophie Devine. So good shot from Nahida Khan. She's looking confident. She's very quickly moved on to 21 runs of 22 deliveries that she's faced in this innings, and a bit of a change of the field for Nahida Khan. The deep square leg goes to the boundary. So no mid-wicket, no short mid-wicket, just a short fine leg and a short third man. She has a sweeper cover as well for Nahida Khan. The ball going straight to the fielder here yet again. What I think they have done for Nahida Khan, Neil, here is they've covered the key areas in the boundary. They've got the 3 fielders outside, 4 fielders actually outside the circle. They've got the sweeper cover, got the long off, a deep mid wicket and a deep square leg as well. So not giving her an opportunity to clear the boundary from all the 4 areas, because she is more tentative to play that side. Yet again, the ball going 1 bounce to the fielder at square leg, and they will cross over for a single.
Sometimes they say lack of power is a good thing, and that is exactly what happened over here. Not enough power on that shot, and that's why it dropped a few yards short of the fielder there. A little more power, it would probably have gone straight into the hands and would have ended up in a wicket. But nonetheless, what is happening over here is some good cricket from both the ends. Pakistan slowly and steadily trying to come up and increase their run rate. They are playing on 6 currently, with a required run rate hovering around 8.5, and New Zealand is keeping the field changing. They're ensuring that they do not get complacent, nor do they keep the batters getting easy runs. So it is good all-round cricket. Bisma Maroof comes on strike. She is playing on 2 of 2 deliveries. Not much strike that she's got. And this one is a dot ball. A close chance there. She missed, and Bisma Maroof is not happy with what she's done so far. She probably, after playing the ball, realized what kind of delivery had come through. It was a slower one, and that has been the highlight of the games over here. Fast bowlers are bowling the slow ones very often.
Yes, the fast bowlers are bowling the slower deliveries, trying for the ball to grip the surface a little bit before coming onto the bat easily. They know the kind of wicket that is. It's a hard wicket. The ball's coming on the bat very nicely. It's a batting wicket, Neil, and they are trying to make it as much as difficult as possible for the batsman to get those shots in place. So Nahida Khan comes back on strike for the last delivery of the 8th over, and it is 46 for 1, and Susie Bates has only gone away for 9 runs yet. Good over here from the skipper. 4 runs coming from it, and the last delivery coming up to Nahida Khan. Drives it onto the onside. Will she make it? A direct hit will put her in trouble, and that's the first wicket to fall in the form of Nahida Khan. She is going to have to walk back. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. She wanted to keep strike, and that's the reason why she was taking that single, and a good piece of fielding from New Zealand. So the second wicket to fall at the end of the over. That is 8 overs gone. It's 46 for 2.
Why don't you send Iram Javed? If she's the one who can hit.
But Iram Javed
आज नहीं है, but I'm saying normally. Power play भेजना उसको. The same thing that कालू वितारना का जब हुआ था 96 World Cup में. ठीक है ना? उसके पहले he was not as big as he became after the 96 World Cup. But that was only because of one decision to send him up the order. Open करवाया, उसने change कर दिया, पूरा game change. I mean, after that cricket changed technically. वरना power play में runs नहीं बनते थे लोग. Change, Newton comes in from here.
She looks like a very good athlete also, no?
Yeah.
Newton.
The way she was fielding यहाँ. बाकी सब जो है वो बाउंड्री से वहाँ पर फ्लैट थ्रोज मार रही थी.
8 overs gone, 46 for 2 Pakistan. Change in bowling from the pavilion end. It is going to be Thamson Newton, who has been brought into the attack. And the new batsman to walk in is Javeria Khan. And the pressure has gone back onto Pakistan very quickly. The current run rate has fallen down to 5.63. The asking rate has gone very easily, very close to 9 now, 8.87 to be precise, Neil. And this is a task here. New Zealand picking up those 2 wickets very quickly, especially the wicket of Nahida Khan. That might be something that will cost Pakistan.
Oh, absolutely. And Nahida Khan was playing beautifully. She was hitting those runs at will, and a wicket at this juncture will again amount to a lot of pressure. Biswa Maroof also hasn't played too much or in this innings right now. She just faced 4 deliveries and scored 3 runs. And Zaveria Khan also just 2 deliveries so far. Yes, they are both class A batsmen. They bat very well. They hit those boundaries, but then they would require that much time to come and convert and start playing. And for that to happen, unfortunately today they do not have enough time on hand. They will require to hit those boundaries to ease the pressure off. And Zaveria Khan gets off strike, gets off mark, and Pakistan will be on 47, the loss of 2 wickets, 8.3 overs. Tamsin Newton doing a good job of bowling a tight line in length. Just 1 run given away so far, and she is someone who will ensure that the same thing continues. Yesterday also she had picked up 2 wickets and given away 22 runs. Tamsin Newton, number 99, a fantastic fielder in the outfield. We will get to see her in the outfield when the hitting goes big. She is someone who is very active on the field and someone who has a strong shoulder, and the way the ball comes through when she's fielding from the outfield is really brilliant. And you know, these kind of fielders, they set examples for the entire team to look up to and to perform at the similar level. Charvi,
we've always learned right from our start of our cricketing careers, when we started just playing cricket probably in school or wherever, we've always heard this famous saying, catches win matches. Well, they still do, but I think the game has evolved to that level where if the side that fields well wins the game. I think it's become all about the fielding, even though it's a very batsman-centric game, cricket. But I think the focus has slowly drifted on to the bowling and on the fielding of a side as well. The fitter you are, the better the fielder you are. Well, as a unit, it makes a lot of impact, and it also puts forward to a lot of things. So 49 for 2 now. Tamsin Newton to continue. Next delivery was in the air for a while. A good delivery. The dot delivery to end the over. Good over here for New Zealand. Just 3 runs coming from it. 9 overs gone. It's 49 for 2.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
The change in bowling from the far end, it is going to be Amy Satterthwaite coming in from the far end, and the quick single taken off the first delivery. Neil, the challenge I think what Pakistan have been facing is the big shots don't come in very easily for them. Probably the strength of Nahida Khan we see is lacking compared to to the rest of the side, so we won't see a lot of those power hits coming in. But what these 2 batsmen out there need to ensure is they still require 101 runs. We're halfway through. It isn't an impossible task. They really need to run out there. They need to ensure they don't go for a lot of dot deliveries that probably will inch them closer to the total.
Well, yes, Charvi, you rightly mentioned that, they do not have the muscle power in the batting lineup there, Team Pakistan, to kind of accelerate when required, try and get those big hits in. And that is something that we've seen, it's probably just Nahida Khan and Iram Javed who's hit those 6s in the ODIs. Today she's not part of the playing 11. But yes, she's the only one who can muscle the ball and try and get some big runs. But apart from that, most of the girls in this team, they are they play those proper cricketing shots, but then to hit those sixes, yes, you need that strength. And something that we've seen with Sophie Devine, she hits it and hits it so cleanly that you've mentioned this often, Charvi, that women's cricket, they have the boundary of 65 yards. Well, even if it was a 75-yard boundary, she would clear it by a few.
That's that is because of the change in how the girls have started to train now, Neil. They have, back in the day, you would only rarely hear, and it was something which was off surprise. The ballers are gone up in the air. They might not go to the distance, but a good shot, nevertheless, from Javeria Khan, putting it in the gap. So she will come back for the 2. In this over, will bring up a couple of runs for Pakistan. Neil, the game has evolved to that much. Also, the exposure to the girls on a basic level has increased so much. Back in the day, about 10-15 years back, you would never hear a girl going to the gym, to spending hours of workout. Even if you would see an odd woman out there in the gym working out, you'd be like, what she's trying to do? Put on muscle? What is she going to do with muscle? That's the kind of concept that was there. But nowadays, you've got gyms that are women dedicated only, and they have women times. They've got times just dedicated to ladies where they can go and they can work out. So these are a couple of things that have evolved, and that's the reason why we see stronger women cricketers coming out, be it any side, for that matter, even Pakistan, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, India, England. They have really produced some very physically strong cricketers. You can see in their fitness level. You can clearly make it out how they do the running between the wickets as well. So 10 overs gone, we're halfway through, and it's 58 for 2.
Thompson Newton continues from the pavilion end, stepping out this time round, Bisma Maroof. Now this is some acceleration that we see, which is not come in boundaries, but in the 2s. They are scoring. They know that they need to score at about 9.5 per over. And if the boundaries are not coming, well, let's try and get the 2s. Even if you get like 3 2s and 3 singles, well, you still have scored 9 runs in an over. So that's the math that's probably running in the minds of Bisma Maroof and Zaveria Khan right now. Both of these girls playing slowly but steadily, a partnership of 14 already in place between these two girls. And Bisma Maroof taking strike yet again, played it towards the third man region, will get a single there because the fielder is in position at the boundary line, cutting off those extras that could probably leak a few more runs.
Something that Pakistan will have to do is to get in those 1s and 2s every over. In case if the big shot doesn't come along, they will get that loose delivery to put away. So they will have to be waiting, ready for that. 90 runs are now required to win for Pakistan. The second T20 happening here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Next delivery from Newton, good delivery. It's good delivery there. Going straight to the fielder, coming in from cover. So no run there, dot balls. So these dot balls are the ones, Neil, which for Pakistan time and again have been something that has been of concern. They need to work on converting those dot deliveries into at least singles for the scoreboard to be ticking. And the asking rate has now gone up to 9.5. The next delivery. Yet again, see, these are the singles they have to take. A direct hit would have put Bisma Maroof into a little bit of trouble. So the lefty-righty combination keeping the New Zealanders busy.
Well, yeah, that is there. But then also what is needed over here is to ensure that they get your doubles and in place too. Because right now, after the first delivery, which was played for 2 runs. It's only been a single in the next 3 deliveries of Thamson Newton. She's bowling really well, and Biswa Maroof on strike right now. And this one has been driven, but nothing will come through. What has come through is my cup of coffee. Charvi, I must say that the pleasures of being inside the commentary box are immense. Apart from sitting in a nice, comfortable, air-conditioned room, the coffee is amazing.
And the coffee keeps coming. Our caretaker Sharjah here, ensures that we keep going and we have our energy levels up high. Next delivery, oh, that was a good delivery. Just got a bit of a shy at the stumps there, Thamson Newton. A good way to end the over, just 4 runs coming from it. 11 gone, it's 62 for 2.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Wait to continue from the far end, and it is going to be again a big challenge, and it's a very uphill task. The required run rate almost kissing 10, and 10 runs per over is going to be a bit of a challenge if you're not getting those boundaries regularly, because singles and doubles won't help because they're not coming at a regular pace. This one has been played up in the air, a diving effort there in the outfield, but the catch is spilled. 2 runs coming in, and Biswa Maroof will stay on strike for this one. Charvi, this is an attempt. They are trying to play those big ones, but the ball is not traveling that far. It is nothing else but lack of power.
Yes, it is the lack of power, and because of which they're not able to clear the boundaries. And they have to look for these gaps, Neil. Not necessarily that they have to hit those big shots like, we've been talking about. The 2s and 1s need to come. Just nudge the ball around you. There's a lot of space, open space there, and you have really improved. The ball's gone up in the air yet again, and that will, good effort there from Newton there in the deep. A very good effort by Thamson Newton. Nonetheless, a chance drop, so they will cross over for 2 runs. So the runs have come in the runs are coming in, at least in this over for Pakistan. It's a single to start with, then 2, a dot delivery in between, and a 2 again. So 5 runs have come off it already. 2 more deliveries to go, and we'll have to see what the skipper is going to try to do. Hitting it straight to the fielder at point. This is very good thinking. Running straight away, putting that element of doubt in the fielder's head, and picking up that quick single, bringing Javeria Khan on strike. So it's going to be 1 more delivery for this over, for the 12th over. 8 overs to go after this one. Still another 83 runs required for Pakistan to win this second T20 here at Sharjah, part of the Trans Group Cup series, T20 series. And the next delivery from Javeria Khan, put away in the gap. This is what they need to do. So she will keep strike, a single to end the over. It's 12 gone. 69 for 2.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Kasperick brought back into the attack, giving a break to Newton there, and She'll be bowling from the pavilion end. It is an opportunity for the batters to go out and express themselves right now and score some good runs, because that is what is required. There is a deep mid-wicket fielder, there is a long on fielder, there is a backward square leg fielder on the onside. Oh, played it back to the bowler there, an opportunity, and then a double opportunity. Zaveria Khan almost running through halfway and then been sent back by Captain Bismar Maroof, who was unmoved. There was no requirement for a run, there was no opportunity for a run. Zaveria Khan a little tentative on that time and almost committing into a suicidal run out.
Yes, she did run almost halfway, but sent back very well by the skipper. They do realize that losing any wickets at this stage is going to be very, very difficult for them to recover further on, with 7 overs to go after this one. It is we are in the 13th over. For a quick recap for all our viewers who've joined us from all over the globe, New Zealand won the toss, put themselves to bat, scored 150 with a good bowling and fielding effort from Pakistan. Nonetheless, there were 5 wickets which fell in 5 deliveries back to back. And the target is set for Pakistan is 151, and after a decent start from Nahida Khan and Sidra Amin, Sidra Amin lost her wicket very quickly, followed by Nahida Khan. So it's 70 for 2 at the moment for Pakistan in the 13th over, and they need another 81 runs to win this game, and it is going to be Lee Kasperk to continue from the pavilion end. The next delivery, that's put up in the air, and that'll be the end. That will be the end of Bismar Maroof. She is going to have to walk back for 415, and disappointed is going to be the skipper. Something that she knew how valuable her wicket would have been, the 3rd wicket to fall for Pakistan. And this is a bit of a disappointment. We can see in the Pakistan dugout the players are not happy.
Well, absolutely, and absolutely a wrong time to for a wicket to fall here, because they were just building up this partnership. They were just settling in, and the wicket has fallen. Coming in next is Alia Riaz. She will have to try and show some muscle power here. She will have to ensure that the run rate keeps ticking in the northward direction. What is required of them is a required run rate of 11 runs, almost 11 runs and over. So it's a mean task. It's not going to be as easy. It's not going to be simple for the girls in green right now, because for them, the task is definitely uphill from now on.
Yes, it's an uphill task, and things have gotten difficult for them. The asking rate is now inching just slowly and steadily towards 11 runs and over. And Neil, we did speak about this earlier, that if the wicket falls and the runs don't come, the asking rate will go up and the current run rate would fall. Just exactly what has happened. And Alia Riaz, given a chance in this game, has been included in the side. Good shot to start off with. She gets off the mark right away. They will come back for the second very, very comfortably. The throw coming in very quickly. And a good effort in the field on the offside in the backward point region. So 2 runs. So 3 runs yet. And a good over for Lee Kasperk.
Well, yes, Alia Riaz played in the ODI against New Zealand. She played just that one single ODI and wasn't effective with the bat. Scored only 7 runs then. But she'll have to do a much better job here and try and ensure and give faith to the selectors for getting her this opportunity and coming in and playing at this position right now. Now, what would be running in the minds of the batters to come? There is Natalia Pervez, who's already padded up, and there is Sidra Nawaz, the wicket keeper, also padded up. So now these girls would also be itching to go into the centre and perform. And at the same time, we'll come back after this short break. 13 overs bowled.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Thirteen overs gone, 72 for 3, and it will be Holly Huddleston to continue from the far end. And the quick single taken on the first delivery of the over. She's bowled a decent spell here today, Neil. 2.1 overs, 11 runs she's given away. So a good comeback from after being given an opportunity in this game. She has really bowled decently well. Good lines and a bit of a change in the field for Alia Riaz. The square leg fielder being sent back to the boundary, and the mid wicket comes in as well short. They have a long on in place for her and a sweeper cover, and the third man back on the boundary as well. So the next delivery from Holly Huddleston played it very well, a straight bat over the bowler's head, and we'll come back for the 2, and they need to. Good shot there from Alia Riaz, looking good, got under the ball and put it away and in the safe area. And these will be the runs, Neil, towards the end that will be of great value. 76 now required in the remaining deliveries to be bowled for Pakistan to win this game.
Well, yes, and it will also test the New Zealand bowlers, because they do not want to be in a position where there's a late charge coming in from Pakistan. They want to ensure that they close it right now, right here, and put that kind of pressure on Pakistan that they're not allowed to come out of it. But again, if you see from yesterday's game, Pakistan was always in the hunt. They just needed those extra boundaries, probably a few big hits, and it would have been a game turner. And that is exactly what has been the hallmark of a T20 game. You never know when the game changes. You never know what happens. Just like this, Holly Huddleston bowling a brilliant line and length. Till now, bowls a wide, way outside the off stump. Completely not necessary. What you're trying to do over here is contain the batter, and here have given away an extra ball, an extra run to the opposite team.
Well, that takes the total on to 76 now. We're in the 14th over. 3 more deliveries to go. And Alia Riaz looking good. The next one swings the bat. The ball will go to the fielder there, coming in from the backward square leg. So just one more run that they will have to settle with. Takes this total on to 77. Another 74 runs required for Pakistan to win this game. But unfortunately, the run rate, the asking rate is not in their hands. Now it has gone almost very close to 12 and over, and they're going to need the big shots to come in very, very soon. So it's going to be Javeria Khan facing Holly Huddleston. Shuffles, pulls it away, and easy catch to the fielder at mid-wicket.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Ul Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams.
The time to go for shots, because you cannot do it now when you do it. You already did it over.
Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Pervez, she is a good bat. That's what we've read and we've heard of. But what will happen now, because the pressure is immense, and then the position at which she has come in, okay, she doesn't have too much time in the center. She doesn't have time to get set to the conditions, to the international cricket pressures, and she has to score at a run rate of 12 runs and over. So what she has to do right now is that she has to go from the word go.
Yeah, she has to go ahead from the word go there, and she will have to continue the next one. Good delivery from Holly Huddleston, putting the pressure on the batsman right away. And Natalia Pervez given an opportunity in this game. That'll be the end of the 14th over. 14 overs gone. It's 77 for 4.
Change in the bowling from the pavilion end. It is Tamsin Newton who comes in to bowl to Alia Riaz, and this one has been played towards the long off region, and we'll get a single. We'll bring Natalia Pervez on strike. Natalia Pervez, the debutant in today's game, playing her first international match. Natalia Pervez coming in a time when there is a lot of pressure, and the fielder's been called in. The long off fielder comes in inside the 30-yard circle. This one has been played straight to the fielder. Pressure. The cricket is a very funny game. You know, at one point in time, you are feeling on the ninth cloud. You know that you're making a debut in the international side, and the most experienced player in your side, Sana Mir, is handing out the cap to you, and a couple of hours later, you are put into bat at a position where your team requires 12 runs and over. And it's your first game. There are nerves, there is pressure and expectations. The team is expecting from you, the selectors are expecting a show from you, and more than everything else, you yourself are expecting a lot from you when you go down in the center. And I totally feel for Natalia Pervez, who's making a debut in such a condition today.
Yeah, well, you as a debutant, you always want to have much better conditions to make a debut on. But I think you never know, Neil. In situations like this, she might be the go-to person, the person who will get the victory inching closer for Pakistan, with the asking rate now going up to 13.5, requiring almost 14 runs and over. We're in the 15th over, 79 for 4 Pakistan, and Tamsin Newton just 2 runs coming from it. So good spell here from Tamsin Newton. Good delivery there. So dot deliveries at this stage, Neil, are going to make Pakistan's chase much more difficult. And just the 2 runs coming from this over. The last delivery now to be bowled by Newton to Alia Riaz. And the top order yet again failing for Pakistan here today in the second T20. The delivery going down the leg, and that will be the white call from the umpire. And she will have to come back to bowl in the last delivery of the over, of the 15th over. And 80 for 4 now, Pakistan. Interesting field setup for Tamsin Newton. The long off fielder, they have a long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep backward square leg as well, and a packed offside field as we see it. The next delivery, I think that will be hitting the pads there of Alia Riaz, looking for the second, sent back, and that might be the wicket to fall. And yes, it is the 5th wicket to fall in the form of Natalia Pervez. Sent back. The call was for 2 runs, but sent back. That is going to be disappointing for the debutante. She didn't want to get out in this fashion. Wouldn't want that. So that'll be the end of the 15th over. 15 overs gone. It's 80 for 4.
Holly Huddleston to continue from the far end. There was a wicket on the last delivery. It was a run out, a confusion, a leg by that went down the fine leg region, and the call was for 2. And the last moment, Alia Riaz turns around and says a loud no, while her partner Natalia Pervez was already halfway down. Had to turn around and try and reach the crease, but before that it was too late. The wickets had been pulled off.
Yes, Neil, that was probably an unnecessary two. Something where usually this is what happens. It's not the call of the batsman who's running, whose back is towards the ball. You know the call is for two. You have to touch and quickly run back. Even though it is, the call had to be done probably slightly a little earlier. I think the call, the no call did come in a little late. So Holly Huddleston to continue the next delivery. Good shot there from Alia Riaz. The ball did go straight to the fielder coming in from sweeper cover, and just the one run bringing in Sidra Nawaz, the keeper, on strike. 84 for 5 now, and they require another 67 runs to win. Neil, this has been a challenging task, and we've seen, even though Pakistan have been wanting to bowl first, they've added that pressure. They have become a very good bowling and fielding side, but for some reason they haven't been able to sustain their batting on for a long time. It hasn't worked, so they might have to change a few things to come in with a slightly different strategy coming in into the third ODI that is going to be played here on Sunday. They have a 2-day break. We'll give them they will have some time to review and go back and understand what changes they want to make about.
Well, yeah, I mean, earlier this morning when I was talking to Bisma Maroof, she said that we think chasing works for us, and we would want to keep it at that. But in today's game and the previous game, we've seen that it has not really worked for them. They have succumbed to pressure, and that kind of pressure is not something which they would like to have. I mean, they could probably try, if they win the toss, that is, to get onto the first batting side. I mean, try and bat first, try and put the score on board, and then make New Zealand chase them. They have got a good bowling unit, Pakistan, nonetheless, and this could probably put New Zealand in pressure and probably might just change tides. But as of now, the tide's going just in the same direction, and that is down south towards New Zealand.
Yes, it is going for New Zealand. It is going New Zealand's way at the moment. The required rate has gone up to almost 16 runs and over now. And now, from now on, to recover, it is going to look very difficult because, Neil, we're in the 16th over. 4 overs to go after this one. There is no time for recovery, even though the singles and doubles would come in. But still, that opportunity isn't there. So 16 overs gone. It's 87 for 5.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Tamsin Newton to continue from the pavilion end this time round. A bigger task for Team Pakistan to chase a score down at 16 runs and over. It is going to be a very big ask. It is going to be a very big task. But then, well, anything can happen in cricket. And this is T20 cricket where, scores change like every single delivery. Now, again, would the fortune favor Pakistan, who bowled brilliantly, got really good wickets, got in control of the New Zealand scoring, but they haven't got the upper side of their own batting. Meanwhile, a good fielding performance there by the skipper Susie Bates. This would have been a certain boundary if she wouldn't have intervened, diving onto her left-hand side and stopping the ball beautifully.
Well, Neil, you did mention very rightly in the previous over about, changing the strategy. We were talking about that they probably want to try to win the toss and bat first, putting New Zealand to bowl in and, score those runs because they will be able to add that pressure considering, good fielding effort at the mid-wicket region and the one run taken in quick succession. But what a piece of fielding that was. The ball was in the air, but stopping it towards the end. And Neil, I think Pakistan would want to try and bat first in this case. Come in, bat first, set that total, 120, 130, that's fine. Because you've got the bowling and you've got the fielding on your side. So you've got to do what, is not your strong point. Perhaps at some point it does become that way, that you don't do something which is your strong point first. Finish off with something that you are a little low on, and then come back and back it up with your strong point, because that's your strength. It is going to work in your favor.
Well, absolutely, Charvi, and this is something that the Pakistani think tank would be already working on. We'll have to wait and watch to see if they win the toss, and if they do, what do they elect in the next games to come. 2 more games to come, Sunday and Tuesday. Stepping out this time round to Newton. Now, this is something that I again don't understand too much, Charvi. When you are a batter, when you know that the bowler is charging in, and that to a fast bowler who has a longish run up, you already take a few steps ahead, and you've told the batter, the bowler in this case, what is your plan. The bowler has a lot of time to change the kind of delivery that she is going to bowl, and you will definitely not succeed. But this time the success works and comes in shape of a boundary for Team Pakistan, and Alia Riaz, a beautiful shot there, cutting the line, and Newton won't be happy with this finish.
Well, the boundary to end the over, 17 overs gone, it's 95 for 5.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17th December, T10 Cricket League.
Coming in from the far end is going to be Lee Kasprick, continuing into her, going into her 4th over. 19 runs she's gone for, and she picked up a wicket as well. So good all-round bowling spells coming in from Team New Zealand. And 96 for 5 now. Pakistan, they require another 55 runs to win at 20 runs and over. 20 runs and over is going to be a bit of an difficult ask when you know the bowling is tight and the dot deliveries are coming very quickly. You can see Lee Kasprick, she's sprinting to her bowling mark, not giving the Pakistani batsman a lot of time to think. She wants to get through her over very, very quickly, and good single there. Good single for Pakistan. They would be a little relieved, bringing Sidra Nawaz on strike now. 97 the score. 17.3 overs have gone. 2 more overs after this one, Neil. And I think this has been a great game for Team New Zealand.
Well, there was a big shout there, but the umpire's not interested. The ball certainly was going down the leg, and that was the reason. Or was it pitching outside? Here, what is important for Pakistan is to take learnings from this game, Charvi, that they need to take from both the innings, the New Zealand innings and their own, on how New Zealand kept getting those singles at every point in time, and every loose ball was dispatched for a boundary, and that's how they have come to this score. And in Pakistan's batting, they have tried to create those partnerships, but with singles not coming in. Meanwhile, this is a big one, a missed opportunity there, a catch dropped, and we'll wait for the umpire's signal, and that's a 6.
So the 6 to end the over. 18 overs gone. It'll be 104 for 5.
So it's going to be Amy Satterthwaite to bowl the last over of, the second last over of the game from the pavilion end. A big appeal there, and the umpire's unmoved. In fact, he moves out of the line to let the ball come in. The throw from the shot third man fielder. A single comes in there. There's an appeal for an LBW. The ball going on to hit the back pad, but the umpire reckoned that it was bat first.
Yes, so the next one, full toss, that's put away, that's gone up in the air, but that will be a catch taken in the deep there, at the deep square leg region. But these are the chances that had to be taken, and that will be the 6th wicket to fall for Pakistan. And it's unfortunate. It will be Alia Riaz, who is striking the ball very well, and a good bit of valuable runs coming in from her. 23 of 21 deliveries for Alia Riaz, and 105 for 6 now. The Pakistani camp not looking very happy, and it will be Ayman Anwar to join in with Sidra Nawaz there in the center, and 105 for 6, and it was Amy Satterthwaite bowling in from the pavilion end. So a wicket for her. She'll be delighted.
Well, yes, for sure. There was a discussion between the umpires if the ball was a no ball, because it was a full toss that came hurling down towards the batter, and Alia Nawaz stepped out to play towards the square leg region, but the umpires decided against the no ball, and the wicket has fallen so far. So Sidra Nawaz on strike, playing on 4 of 8. Ayman Anwar on the non-striking end, stepping out this time round and playing it towards the short mid-wicket area. Tamsin Newton sprinting from the boundary line, and will stop them from going for the second. Some good effort even now, when they know that the game is very much in control and very much in their pockets. New Zealand is not loosening up the hold on Team Pakistan here.
Yeah, Neil, usually that's what happens. The winning side wants to tighten the lines even further on when it comes towards the end of the game, even though things have gone their way, and they know that from here on it is going to be absolutely impossible for Team Pakistan to recover. 19 overs, it's 107 for 6, and the asking rate has gone up to 38 runs. The next delivery, that's how it hit on the pad, and that will be a yes, and that is the seventh wicket to fall. The finger goes up, so wicket to end the over. A good wicket there for Amy Satterthwaite, getting 2 wickets in the over, 3 runs from it. 19 overs gone, it's 107 for 7. Sanamir to walk in at number 8 today, and she has been sent in at a stage where they require 44 runs to win from the final over to be bowled. And coming in from the far end is going to be the skipper, Susie Bates. She's into her 3rd over. The next delivery to Nashra Sandhu, to Ayman Anwar actually, beg your pardon. And a quick single taken, bring Sanamir on strike. Neil, I reckon the Pakistani camp should review their batting order as well. Probably Sanamir can come a little bit on top of the order. We know she can bat. She's an very good all-rounder. She can hit those shots as well, take those runs. Probably coming down at this stage, at this level, it might not help sustain or balance the side. Probably if they were batting in the first innings, yeah, she'll be able to steady up the batting a little bit. But, when you're chasing, she probably needs to come slightly up the order.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree with you on this one. She's played 76 T20s and has scored in excess of 600 runs, with the highest being 48 not out. So she has the capabilities to go for the runs. And you bringing her at this level when she's coming in the last over of the game, when nothing cannot be done statistically, it's wastage of a talent. Unless you have someone much better, more experienced up the order, I think it's wasting of good talent down the order. And what you've seen over here is a splendid clinical performance by New Zealand in their bowling and fielding, and ensuring that Pakistan do not reach anywhere close to the target of 151 that they had set up earlier by winning the toss and batting and scoring 150 earlier today.
Well, the next delivery yet again put away in the gap by Ayman Anwar, and they will just settle for the single. And I think, well, they're just, the required rate, Neil. This is a funny thing, has gone up to 126 actually. It did go up. It did go up to 126. Probably a bit of a technical glitch. There you go. It's showing 246 at the moment. But a lot of runs are required. 41 runs required. Just one more delivery to go and a good over to end for Susie Bates. And they will finish up with that single. So that's a win here in the second T20 for New Zealand. They take the 2-0 lead in the series. And Pakistan finish up at 111 for 7 in their 20 overs. And I think a very good effort yet again from both the sides. Playing it out very well. Fighting all the way to the end, but all credits and all kudos to New Zealand for winning the second T20 here at Sharjah.
Well, absolutely. Clinical performance, as I mentioned earlier, by Team New Zealand in ensuring that Pakistan is controlled and does not cross the line. And that is exactly what has happened. 111 for 7 Pakistan women, and highest scorer was Alia Riaz today, scoring 23. Nahida Khan followed with 22 on board. Sadra Amin on 18, Bisma Maroof 15. These were the top 4 scorers for Pakistan women's, and completely opposite to that, New Zealand women, Sophie Devine top scored with 70, Susie Bates 50. Now between these two is the score that has that's higher than the Pakistan team total. Sophie Devine and Susie Bates, they've scored more than the Pakistan team total, in fact. So by means of which, it has just shown that how emphatically New Zealand has won, and they've done brilliantly with the bat and with the bowl as well. I mean, all the bowlers have kept their economy rates within check and have got wickets. Amy got 2 wickets, giving away 18 runs. Susie Bates, the skipper, getting 1 wicket, giving away 13. Kasprick, a tad expensive. 1 wicket she's got for 27. Huddleston got a wicket for 20. There were only 2 bowlers who didn't get wickets, and there was Sophie Devine and Tamsin Newton. But again, Newton was very economical, gave away just 18 runs in 4 overs. So yes, out and out, a brilliant performance. Good day at the centre by women of New Zealand, and they will be a happy camper and will get into the weekend very happily. I'm so sure they have 2 days off now after this game, and the weekend would be a pleasant one. Not so for Team Pakistan, because they have a lot to do and to change things from here on as they go on to the next 2 T20s, which will be on Sunday, and the next one after that, the last one, will be on Wednesday. Obviously, yes, it will be covered live right here, right now from the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. You can watch us live. The live stream will be on the PCB YouTube channel, the Pakistan Cricket YouTube channel, and on the Facebook page of Sharjah Cricket. So what is going to happen is we will head into the presentation ceremony in a while Charvi heads down, and from what we think, it should be Sophie Devine for an outstanding performance of 70. More when we meet next. Till then, enjoy a great weekend wherever you are, in whichever part of the world you are. Good night, God bless. Meanwhile, yeah, the presentation ceremony starts in a bit.
100 international cricket stars are about to step up the game. Shahid Afridi, Virender Sehwag, Kumar Sangakkara, Ewan Morgan, Shakib Al Hasan, Sarfaraz Ahmed. 90 minutes, 10 overs, 6 teams. Live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium, 14th to 17 December, T10 Cricket League.
लाइव ऑन हो जाए फिर बता दो आप, फिर हम उनको बुला लेंगे। कम ऑन गर्ल्स, आप चेक करो, माइक चेक करो, कल भी वो क्या कह रहा है, आप चेक कर लो वॉइस।
Check.
आप इनको भी कवर कर लेना थोड़ा सा, टीमों को।
Check. Check. Good afternoon to both the sides and to a few of the viewers who've come in today to support the sides. Welcome to the second T20, the post-match presentation party. With us again today is Mr. Mohammad Anis, the match referee, who will be giving away the Player of the Match award. Congratulations to New Zealand for winning the second T20, taking the 2-0 lead in the series. And to Pakistan, brilliant effort out there in the field. Trust us, on a personal note, the commentators, we were enjoying the 5 wickets and the 5 deliveries. So congratulations to you for that, for putting up a great show. The Player of the Match for the second T20 here today is Sophie Devine for her brilliant 70 in 44 deliveries. Can we have you here, Sophie? Yet another Player of the Match. I think the shelf is getting full.
Yeah, no, it's nice again. It's just good to contribute to the team's win, and you know, a convincing win out there today.
Yeah, and you know, we were enjoying ourselves in the fantastic sixes that we're hitting. We're looking very comfortable hitting you know, balls out of the park.
Yeah, it probably wasn't as easy as it might have looked. I think we picked an end to go from, and the wind was going that way as